All right, welcome to York Cougar Stadium in York, South Carolina, York County. This is AC Flora Varsity at York, and got Alex here with me.
Howdy.
Hey.
I got the last minute call to come up here today.
Yeah.
The 11:30 call.
Yeah, didn't know until yesterday, so we're sort of unsponsored, although we're gonna read plenty of sponsor ads and hype up the Definite Fiction Lacrosse Club because
What's the Definite Fiction Lacrosse Club, Jeff?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked. So this fall, I've started a club team made up of Flora 9th graders and Creighton 8th graders. Oh, and some 7th graders as well. We are going to be competing in a club tournament in. Oh yeah, let me do this. Let's do that and that. Oh, look at that. We're going to be competing in a club tournament in November. Already have the uniforms ordered. They should be in tomorrow, next week, I think. Yeah, raising money for the fees. We are a public school, and in order to have lots of participation among our public school students, club lacrosse can be expensive, and I don't want it to be for the players. So I've been raising money through my live streams to try to keep it super cheap or free, close to it. But that's the goal. Any money that comes into my Venmo handle or Cash App will go to that cause. Speaking of which, I should probably thank. So the thumbnail today was Peyton Bishop, and I had taken photos of 10 of the players during preseason to feature on the live streams, and it turns out that we might be able to use them all during regular season. We're on pace to be able to stream every game.
I think this was the last one that was probably the hardest one to get,
or that we just didn't know.
Yeah, I think because
So I was here back in the spring of 2021, and they let me stream baseball. But you never know how schools treat
football.
Football, yeah. But thank you to Jennifer Bishop for her contribution. That will go to supporting Definite Fiction Lacrosse Club. She contributed like at the end of the last live stream or something. I just missed it. Let me go back to the regular full screen view. So I was here in 2021. Last year that we won the state championship in baseball.
That's what you were telling me on the way up.
Yeah. It was an awesome team with that was the team with Max Childress and Xander Buchan and bunches of other really good baseball players. But yeah, that was over. Actually, it's not that.
No, it's the
over
one.
there.
It's the farther one that's behind a lot of people.
It's over. Hold on.
It's over
that way.
there.
It's not that big. They have 2 baseball fields and 2 softball fields, I think, over there.
It looks like it's also like the Little League stadiums that it's used because you have like that little box.
Yeah, a little clover leaf design with the concessions in the middle.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that was cool. And actually, I have like a lot of good memories because they were so into baseball. And then the atmosphere is just really cool over there. I don't know.
We were talking about this on the way up, Jeff, and I said, the cons of having this new region is a lot of long travels for us. This will be the longest drive for me and Jeff this year. Of course, Jeff had the rough go of it of trying to drive through the monsoon that we got through.
Oh, man. It was.
I did not, and as I was watching the Ryder Cup, so very, very same level of worrisome for both of us. But we got to the point where Jeff could barely see about a foot in front of him, so that was
crazy.
But going back to the main point, we talk about how long these drives are for our region, which is everyone not really in close to Columbia. But the cool thing is you can see a lot of these small towns in the state of South Carolina, that have big schools like Lancaster, like York, that we wouldn't really get to see and really showcase otherwise because the odds of us playing a football game against like Lawrence or something like you probably have. It's the first time you've ever seen it, so it's just one of those things.
No, that's cool. I like doing it. I like going to different places, and it's fun to be welcome to different places.
Yeah, we are very appreciative for letting us stream. It was always a blast to come in, and I told Jeff, I said this is one of my favorite stadiums. I think that's a really cool field, a really cool stadium. It's a really cool environment with the school right behind us. I think the structures are really cool around it. You know, I'm a sucker for like brick structures, so like everything that the locker rooms and the concession stands are really cool for me.
And they have an elevator, so Coach Anderson's a big fan.
Yeah, Coach Anderson, I said, you ride the elevator? He's like, you guys gonna pass up an elevator ride? Absolutely not. Who do you think I am?
Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and give my dad a call. Oops, I just pulled up the stream. Let me close the stream so we don't hear that. Oh, or just pause that. I need to turn on Bluetooth on the Vocaster. Hold on a second.
Gabe Kerr, young, wide receiver, safety.
And
Jameer Young, offensive line.
should pair up to yours, and we start hearing Ryder Cup.
Huh?
If it pairs up to yours, we start hearing Ryder Cup.
Oh, it was rough for, really rough back half for us.
All right, we can get a Ryder Cup update from my dad too. All right.
Oh yeah.
Linebacker. Anthony Stewart, safety. Spencer Clark, wide receiver, defensive back.
Hey, you ready for some football?
Receiver and
Yeah,
defensive back.
what a beautiful stadium.
Huh?
I
Yeah.
am so impressed.
Yeah, it's
I
really
see
cool.
there's a press box on the other side, too.
Yeah. So we were going to be over there. Let me zoom in on that. But there's no roof, and you can see if I go here, you can see that it is
I
raining.
see. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that's not
some
smart.
smart broadcaster forgot to bring his umbrella.
Well, we're in a good place. You're in a good safe place right now. It's raining here, and it's probably going to be raining hard down here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you can get a football game in.
Yeah.
But I hope we play as well as Junior Varsity did last night.
Yeah, I hope so
I hope so
too.
too. Jeez.
They look good. We scored like what, 54 points yesterday.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just calling for 50.
Yeah.
But look, as long as we play well, I think we'll do all right. So
Yeah.
that's a beautiful place, though, and
Yeah, it's nice.
impressed.
Cool. All right. Well, enjoy the stream. I think they're about
I
to
will.
play the national anthem, so we gotta.
Okay, I see you. Okay, take care.
All right. Bye. All right. That was my dad. Let me turn off Bluetooth, and then we'll listen to the national anthem.
Let us pray.
Oh, pray.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here in this stadium tonight. Thank you for the seniors represented on the homecoming court tonight. Calm their nerves and help them enjoy the moment. Thank you for the administrators, teachers, coaches, and staff who give their time and energy to educate us and help us realize our potential. We ask for your blessing on every player, cheerleader, band member, choir member, trainer, and fan here tonight. Keep us safe and give us strength to fulfill our purpose. Help us remember that we are one, we are many, and that all of us are your children. In your name I pray. Amen.
All right. I tried to turn up my headset, but not sure you could hear her. But I tried.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the YCHS Navy Junior ROTC and the performance of our national anthem by members of the YCHS choir, conducted by YCHS choir director, Ms. Lizzie Elliott.
All right. Oh, you could hear that a little bit. I had to crank up the my headset even more. It sounded really
Please remain
good.
standing for the YCHS alma mater, performed by the YCHS Cougar Band Brass Ensemble, conducted by YCHS Director of Bands, Miss Laura Brooks.
Where's the brass ensemble? Oh, they're under the tent. No?
The chorus is under intent. The brass ensemble's on the left.
Okay.
May.
I can't. I can't see them.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
All right, that was the alma mater for. Oh, I should have said York. It must have been on your.
I didn't realize you were doing it until
My
I.
bad.
No, you're fine. I mean, I just didn't realize you were doing it until there. I was like, I can't move.
Yeah, so it's a York Comprehensive High School.
I'm gonna call him York
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
or YCHS.
YCHS.
The YCHS.
Yeah.
So I didn't see Delp's post today. I'm a little upset. I don't know what TikTok or what Twitter I fell off of, but
Oh man.
apparently not. He follows
He
me.
posted a sports you. Hold on.
I found it.
Oh, you
All
did?
right. Yeah, I have her capped. It's beautiful. That's exactly what I needed.
And
Oh,
no spoilers.
I wasn't planning on it.
Okay. All right.
The Carolina Panthers on October 26th when the Buffalo Bills come to
So yeah, I messed around with this score bug. I think it looks cool. You guys at home, you might want to watch on a big screen TV, and then you'll be able to see the first and 10 and stuff like that.
It's unfortunate. The cool thing Jeff added won't really get showcased this week with York. Because they're, I joked with Jeff. I said, when they're designing their uniforms, they hit the printer has no colored ink, and it came out just black, silver, and white.
Oh man, I could show you though.
Huh?
Oh yeah. So there's my RGB values, and then I'll hit that for home, and then
That's so
RGB
cool.
values here, and hit that for away.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I added a bunch of programming, but they were simple macros.
All right. Well, our captains are ready to rock and roll. I'm waiting for the Cougars to come out.
We're always first.
Usually, we do a pretty good job of getting the team out quick.
Okay. Wait, are we missing? No, there's 4. Okay.
There's 4 of them, and we have them all. They
Well,
are
you
all-
want to read them out?
Oh yeah, I go from left to right. I just gotta see them enough. We are far enough away, unfortunately.
Tiny.
So,
All right. See,
all right. Well, if they get
is
stop huddling up.
is Monty one of this?
Monty is one of them. Yes.
He's the one on the left.
He's the one. Okay. So I believe I can get them all right. It's Monty Lafitte on the left. Is that a new number?
Hey, wait. Here we go. This is gonna be grainy, but look. Oh wait.
Oh, it is Grady.
Grady.
Yeah, Grady. New number for Grady.
What the heck? Oh, this is crazy. Look, I can actually punch in here, and it doesn't affect the.
That's so cool. So yeah, Grady Bell's the one on the left, new number 53. We'll explain why momentarily.
And the 27.
Jeremiah, if I can make sure I get the name,
Cabanas.
Cabanas, yes, there we go. Goodness gracious,
then,
Alex, welcome to the game.
11.
Katie Daniels, I knew
All
that
right.
one. I was waiting for that one. Yeah, Cabanas.
All right, and we got York's.
I
And
can,
the all black. Are those silver helmets?
no, black and the
No, just
silver.
the silver
Yeah,
decal.
silver decal.
Those look pretty cool.
They're very cool, yes. I like the blackout. All right, I can guess who one of them is, and
Oh,
it'll
wait.
of course be their senior leader at quarterback, Tayshawn Freeman.
I'm about to cause the screen to go black. Hold on, we'll be back in just a second. I had to switch my camera to 4K 60. All right, we're back as though nothing ever happened.
All right, we'll go from left to right. Tajon Freeman, the quarterback for the Cougars. Number 54, Tyrese French next to him. 30, the kicker, Zan Walling, the senior. And then Lazarus Currents, the defensive lineman on the far right.
They have a Currents?
They have a Currents.
All right.
I don't know if they're related, actually. I would assume they'd be at the same school if they were, but you never know.
Tonight, Cougars captains are number 7.
At some point, we're all related.
Freeman,
What's up?
30,
At some point, we're all related.
Walling,
Yeah,
Go back far enough.
35,
eventually.
Lazarus Currents, and number 54, Tyrese French.
Pronunciations sound good. I love that. So yeah, no, this was a team that gave us trouble last year, Jeff. Of course, we remember in the middle of the year between, the big games with South Point and Camden. Well, that's pretty cool. They come down from the steps over there.
Oh, nice.
But we had a little trouble. Lancaster gave us some trouble. York was one of the teams that gave us some trouble as well. So we're trying to not have that happen this year. We had a lot of that middle stretch where a lot of teams just gave us trouble. And Coach Floyd said when we were healthy last year, they gave us a lot of trouble. We're hoping we can come in here and play focused in a team that is looking for a marquee win. There's 3 teams at the top. There's always been with the top teams in 4A. It's South Point, AC Flora is now 6. Camden is now 7 after the first half of the season.
Yeah.
Then there's York in the middle of it, because then at the bottom you have Lancaster, RNE, and Dreer, who have combined for 0 wins so far. York is kind of in the middle of, where are they going to fall? They want to get a marquee win over the Falcons. And, of course, Jeff, if you guys have been fans of AC Flora, not just on the gridiron, you will know this team has been a thorn in our side for a lot of other sports as well, knocking our baseball team out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So maybe some little extra motivation for the quarterback and the receiver, Charlie and Roper.
All right. Yeah, so York did defer to the second half, so Flora will start with the ball.
I always like seeing the entrances, too, of these different schools. I really like Southside Christians coming out. This is definitely a different one with York. And it looks like there's some of the JV players running out as well. But the worst part about this, Jeff, is we can't see ours.
Oh, we can't see our banner.
No, I can't see our banner. They angled it the other way.
All right, hold on. Hey, I see a Google symbol.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm at the worst angle possible. I need to be where you are a little more.
They need to have a banner that says Definite Fiction, like and subscribe.
Definite Fiction, like and subscribe.
That'd be fantastic.
I like and subscribe to everything, because you usually have to go back and watch our games to get all the statistical stuff I get. Oh, smoke show too.
Oh wow, they do have smoke.
They are ready to rock and roll.
I like the smoke.
The one that's going to have that's Greer, I think, that I know of. Of course, Quan, the flag bearer, taking the Palmer flake roll. Well, before we get going, I do have to shout a couple people. Of course, Jeremiah and Juice. If you're watching at home, salutes to both of you. Of course, if you need an update on Juice, you can go check his Twitter. You'll get a pretty quick update on that one. Jeremiah is not here tonight. Injury for Jeremiah. So the offensive line very shuffled up this week. I'm sure I'll talk about that as we get to the opening. But a new center for us, Prince King, and that was one of the things Coach Floyd told me was going to be an X factor tonight, Jeff. How well can that new offensive line play tonight against a York team that's, again, looking to spring an upset here?
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to have issues with the offensive line, should be the right time of the year for AC Flora's schedule, at least.
Correct. AC Flora started off with a lot of games that probably, looked harder going into the year, but then Chapin is just being, as Jeff and I have talked about, underwhelmingly not great. Jeff.
It hurts me.
Jeff is, just crying over there. But no, Chapin has been very underwhelming so far this season, which is kind of surprising considering how good they are, how big of a school they are. Lawrence usually is better than they are, and of course, you get Southside Christian, who's just moved up to 3A, not the team they thought they were going to have this quickly.
Well, they lost their quarterback, right? Quarterback transferred?
Yeah, I don't say that usually on air, but yes, Jeff, you're right.
All right.
And then Westwood is actually having a lot better season than people are going to give him credit for. It'll be Zan Walling to kick this one deep, of course. our Falcons. I believe it's Azel and Blake back deep to return around their own 10. It's going to be a short up to the 15, and it'll be Azel near side. Or no, Kendall, excuse me. It's going to be him trying to run past the Palmetto tree on the far left, past the 30. He gets upended near the 35, and that's where the Falcons will set up shop here to start the game. Well, Kendall takes over as Azel's been our main man deep. Of course, Azel's been flashing the offers as of late. Northwestern and just recently Duke. More on the way from what I've been told, but he is no longer at Harvard. He decommitted just after last week against South Point, so no longer the Harvard commit. His commitment is wide open, and anyone's guess where he ends up. I'm super excited to see how he shows off tonight. And we'll see our Falcons here. Of course, Roper Wensky, the senior sensation who had, by default his worst game of the season last week, but that doesn't mean much when you're averaging over 200 yards a game and 250 and over 6,000 career yards at AC Flora. Well, on the far hash, 1st and 10 in the gun. Wensky will drop back in the rain, looking for a deep shot. Gets collapsed and sacked behind the line of scrimmage. I believe it was big number 40, Ben Mode, who sacked him. Well, again, we talked about the new offensive line. That left tackle, Grady Bell. It was going to be Isaiah Long with the sack. Jeff didn't bring my monitor, which is fine because I don't think it would help in the rain too well.
Yeah.
But on the right tackle is Jamari Carmichael. There we go. And then Caden Brown, the right guard. Brett Epps, the left guard. Prince King, the center. 2nd down, handoff right up the gut. Everything breaks out loose out the far wide side. I believe that's Jalen Simmons taking off near the 50 before he gets upended. Maybe a Jeff word so far away, I may have to just not do radio style and have some fun today.
Yeah. The 21-yard pickup.
Is that Simmons? Can't even tell. I can't even tell from how far away I am.
This is the game I should have brought you a monitor.
Well, the rain would have been the problems.
Yeah, it would have.
So I'll do my best. I may have to just go away from the radio style, which may be better for people's ears out there.
Yeah.
Well, right at midfield, Falcons on the far hash, 1st and 10. Spinney now will go out wide, and looks like a flag will fly. And we talked about with Floyd before the game, and he said, you got to re-identify yourself, which is after getting battered by South Point. It was a great game in the first half, and then South Point pulled away towards the end of last week. He wants to see how his Falcons respond here against the game. York team, again, sack on the first play of the game, then a nice run from Jalen Simmons. 1st and 15 for AC Flora back on their own 45. Far hash. Wensky in the gun. He'll hand it off to Simmons right up the gut, who just finds a wide open hole to the left side past the 50 toward the York 45, and he gets slammed down at the 42. And there was a very chippy game last week between South Point and AC Flora, so hopefully Flora can have a less than, back and forth game with the Cougars.
All right.
Opening 2 minutes, Falcons now move into York territory for the first time today. 2nd and 3. Wensky in the gun, he'll hand it off up the middle again to Simmons, who runs it right. He gets thrown down, but right at the line to gain. Looks like he'll have enough for the first, right at the 40. Well, good start for Jalen Simmons, Him and Quan have been rotating, and Simmons averaging over 6 yards a carry. Last week only had 18 yards off 6 carries. So far this week, he broke that in 1 carry. 21 yards in his first touch of the game. 1st and 10 for Roper Pistol. Hands off up the middle to Simmons. He'll bounce it outside. Now cuts it back up the middle, and he'll get a couple. Well, watching, of course, on Huddle, one of the things that impressed me about this York team was their middle linebackers. Jamad Moore and Hayden Atkins, very athletic. They were the ones to make the stop there, so 2nd in medium. Watching to see if the Falcons will go back to the air now after 4 straight runs, Jeff.
Yeah, run heavy start. I don't remember us throwing it.
No, 2nd and 8, play action. Now quick throw to the left side, caught. Looks like it's Josh Davis shaking 1 tackle, putting the shoulder down, powering past the 30 up near the 25.
That's Kendall.
That's Kendall?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not going to kill myself over this one today. It's, I feel like I'm...
Here, let me turn
Should have brought my binoculars.
this to the side at least to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I should have brought my binoculars. I'm not going to...
But check this out. Look at this.
Not going to feel bad. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, it's not...
Yeah, it's grainy.
Again, you're also far away, too. Unfortunately, Jeff, your definition's phenomenal for this far, but you're zooming too far and always does make it grainier. Unfortunate, but I'll be all right. What is that? It's a 10-yard gain, I believe. Well, 1st and 10. Falcons handoff right up the middle yet again. Breaking free and now barreling forward past the first down marker.
I love keeping his shoulders low.
That was Quan's first touch of the day, I believe.
25.
Nope, Simmons. Again. Simmons getting the start, you know. Quan's usually the back that goes in first, but it seems like this is a Simmons drive, and I guess they're going to ride the hot hand,
He's
Jeff.
27.
27?
Yeah, it is 25 right there.
Cavanis, Jeremiah.
Okay, no. I was thinking JV. JV's 27, 28.
Falcons in the red zone, a very good red zone percentage for the offense. 84% of the time they score when they're down here. And of course, you want to get even deeper into the metrics. 79% of the time, we find the end zone. So 1st and 10 at the 18 of York. Lenski, low snap, he'll collect. Fire a quick slant to Batet. He has it right around the 10, trying to spin free, but he can't. He gets collided by a couple of black jerseys. First man in there looked to be number 10, if I'm not mistaken. That is Anthony Davis.
Right. I'm a big fan of the 2nd and 1 from inside the 10.
You don't complain.
No, I'll take that.
Yeah, 9-yard pickup for Batet. And of course, the Dartmouth commit. Usually a do-it-all type back. Now 6 total touchdowns for him on the season. We'll see if Roper looks to him here in the 2nd and 1 of the 9. Get the snap, he'll handle it off to Simmons, straight ahead. He'll power forward for the first, trying to still drive the legs, but he'll get stuffed and driven back. He goes all the way to the 7 before he goes back. It was again Isaiah Long on the stop and a pickup of around 3.
All right, so 1st and goal. First and goal from
What
the
you're
7.
looking for, right?
Yeah.
52 yards for Simmons by my calculations. Of course, the rough estimates, they're nothing official, but I do my own stats up here.
Yeah.
Falcons will bring the jumbos. No, that was still Roper. They do bring the jumbo set, just not with Batet. Roper gets the snap. He'll fake the pitch now. Look to the end zone. A corner shot to Davis. Did he get the feet down in bounds? No, they say he's just out. That looked like a great play for Jeff. We'll have to check on the replay. I think he just got out. Would have been a very tough catch. And of course, Jeff, I don't think I said it on stream, but Lou Bajak actually had the perfect view of the trick play last week from Charlie to Jalen. I think Jalen got in, actually.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where the knees stayed up before the...
Yeah.
And so I think Jalen did get in. They robbed him of a touchdown. Blake was able to clean that one up, though. It's just into 5 minutes. A low snap. Falcons have to fall on it back on the 10. They do collect. And again, a wet ball for Prince King. Not the easiest way for him to get thrown into the fire. Simmons will cover that ball up. He'll lose 3 on technicality, and it'll be a 3rd and 10. And Prince King, of course, sliding from left guard into the center spot. Brett Epps, now the right guard, so 3rd and 10. Falcons trying to get on the board here. Lenski gets a good snap. Free rusher on the backside. Great pickup, throw to the end zone. It's dropped by Davis on the near side. He got hammered by Tamir Thrower at the end, and Roper almost looked like he was about to get blindsided, Jeff, but a great pickup by Simmons on the edge. Did you see what I was looking at? The sideline warning for York. But Simmons had to come all the way around and knock Jamad Moore off the route. It looked like Moore's gonna have a free shot at Roper, kind of like the way Josh Davis was able to collapse on Jordan Davis, excuse me, was able to collapse on Currents last week, but just able to miss.
Good field goal attempt.
This will be Grady Bell's 5th field goal attempt of the season.
Grady Bell?
Or not Grady Bell. Geez, Alex Grant-Hill, welcome to the show. It'll be 27-yarder for Grant on the near hash. Just over halfway through this first quarter. You can tell I was ready for this game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Used all my good stuff last week. Good snap, low kick, and it's blocked. And the York Cougars turn AC Flora away on their first drive.
0-0. Cougars hold.
Falcons come up empty on their first drive, and now York will get to start on their own 20. It'll be the senior Tayshawn Freeman. 6'2", 220 coming into the game. But before we get their official timeout, I guess they're going to try to figure out exactly where York probably wants the ball and on what hash. But we'll talk about the quarterback, Tayshawn Freeman. 614 yards through the air, 213 yards on the ground for the senior from York. Last week had 191 yards in the win against Dreer. That's through the air. And a total of all 5 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 3 passing.
Oh, wow.
So York was able to win that one.
35-28.
35-28. Good stuff, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, while we wait, York, of course, they are 2-3 coming into the season with wins against Dreer and Union. They got thrown to the fire against Indian Land and Nation for those first 2 games and then lost to Clover.
Yeah.
And they have their bye week next week before going on the road to South Point. But of course, they're trying to get a marquee win over the 6th ranked team in 4A. See if the Falcons can get to him. 1st and 10 here on the 20. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Handoff straight up the gut. He's got a hold to the right side. No, it's going to be a fake pass all the way down to the right side when he's wide open at midfield. Faked me out. Kai Davis on the reception. Stop and start at the 30. Sidesteps another man, still squirming away, and he'll step out past the 25. I was not ready for that one, Jeff.
No, it's great play action to the fullback or whoever that was.
I thought the running back had him on the far side. That's a typical announcer jinx. And a penalty going to come out, I believe. Yes, right at the palmetto tree. So Kai Davis, one of the leading receivers on this team, 140 yards, 14 receptions, a tutty for the junior. He was
unsportsmanlike against York.
And they got in the face of the Falcons after a great trick play to start. Of course, the play action, kind of what we did last week, Jeff. The play action and pitch to the around man, and it worked. I didn't see you through the pass. That's on me. I was paying more attention to the running back and trying to ID who that was. I believe it was Caleb Sanders, if I'm not mistaken, their lead rusher. But of course, Kai Davis had a career week last week. 8 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown against the Blue Devils. And with that being a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, that moves York from right at the 23 all the way back now to the 37. There we go, Alex. I'm awake, I promise.
If you need me to help you with math, let me know.
Sometimes I'll get there. Maybe. We'll find out. So 1st and 10 for York on the Falcon 37. So I guess they spotted them out at the 22, not the 23 like they initially had it. Sanders will get run right all the way. He does keep this one, gets outside past the numbers, gets tripped up just past the marker, but a nice run from their lead tailback. Or Caleb Sanders, excuse me. I guess chases something out there. So, well, the rain's gonna make it really hard for me to keep stats because my paper's gonna freaking gonna get soaked. Well, 1st and 10 now for York inside the 30. 11-yard pickup for Sanders. He'll go on the right hip of Freeman. 5 down lineman for Flora. Playing cover 0. Freeman hands off up the middle. Sanders gets nowhere. It's bottled up behind the line and dropped, but he still pushes the feet forward. He did get dropped and then kept his feet forward and did not stop. A short pickup of 2 yards for Sanders. Miss keeps falling. 2nd and 8 for York, just inside the 25. Freeman looking right now. He'll tuck it and try to run. He runs into a wall, and the Falcons will knock him back for a loss. It looked like Freeman was trying to throw a fade route to the back. He had no chance. I think that was Kendall Bird in coverage on the far side, and he tried to tuck it. And the Falcons were able to push him back to the 29. It looks like Freeman kind of just ran in to the defense. So 3rd and 13 for York. They need the Falcon 16 for a first. Trying to make sure I articulate my words well enough as well. Freeman, play action, now rolls to the right. Looking downfield's got a receiver near the 20. It is caught. Short of the sticks, though. A good gain. Pickup of just under 14, right around 12.
Number 10, Davis.
So it was Anthony Davis on the catch. 12-yard pickup brings up 4th down here. And, this is exactly what happened to AC Flora. Got turned away in the red zone. Now York trying to go for it and see if they can provide some early action against the Falcons and draw first blood. 4th and 2 on the Falcon 13. Freeman will fake the pitch, he'll run it inside, and he will shoulder forward for the first. As we are now getting pelted with rain, Jeff.
Yes, we are.
That's what Freeman can do. 6'2", 220. He just lowers the shoulder, he'll fall forward past the sticks. Looks like a 4-yard pickup. It meant to be a rougher night for me on the stats and my extracurricular activities, which is how the rain's moving right now. So 1st and 10. Looks like at the 14 is where they're going to officially spot him on the far hash. Rain continuing to fall here. Shouldn't really let up for most of the night. Freeman gets the snap, play action, looking to the right side. Nobody home, and there was nobody out there. It looked like the tight end, Bratton, was going to block, and that's where Freeman threw it. Technically, if they're going to, I guess he's going to be a man in the area, but referees won't even look at intentional grounding, Jeff. I mean, he threw it to no one, so. And in this day and age with how intentional grounding is called, it's not the most obscure call I'd see. Well, the Falcons have to respond to adversity yet again, of course. They're looking to turn the Cougars away. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless so far. Freeman takes the snap, now looking right. A quick curl route. It is caught. Yes, it is. Nice grab. And they're going to say he's just down there. Yeah, it was Kai Davis on the reception. Kendall Bird in coverage, so 3rd and short. Freeman doing a good job of just getting quick pass routes. Letting his receivers do the work. Kai Davis already his 2nd reception today. As the wind's now blowing into me and Jeff from far to near on the side. So here comes the York Jumbo side. Freeman the lone man in the backfield, all somewhere to the right. He'll run it right, try to fight in the outside, trying to pick his way forward, but the Falcons will not let him turn upfield. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go on that run, brings up 4th down.
It looked like Nasir Walker was the first one to get in. Of course, Nasir was just offered by FSU this past weekend, Jeff.
Yeah, our fault.
Yeah, how dare us?
Yeah. It's the curse of definite fiction.
We premiere him so high. So a gain of nothing means a 4th and a long 2 for York. And you get to the Falcon 4, they're really around the 6.5. Jumbo to the right side yet again. Falcons may need to watch a pass play here as Freeman motions all the jumbo to the left. He'll get the snap. He looks like he's going to run all the way. Powers forward. He's right at the line to gain. Did he get it?
It's right at the 5. It shouldn't be.
Looks like the 4.5 is where they're walking off. This is going to be close. Falcons say no. No signal yet. We will wait the official ruling.
Are they going to measure?
I'm not sure. They haven't really done anything. They're not even really talking about. 2 of them are talking it over. Again,
I mean, it looks short based on where we are, but
correct. And they're going to say Falcon ball, turnover on downs. I was kind of interested with the play call, Jeff. After the jumbo set ran to the right side. I know trying it to the left maybe, but I thought a trick play there might have been good. The little jump pass over. Freeman's athletic enough to do it, but
yeah.
They just tried to run it to the left, and the Falcons had none of it. So now it's the Falcons' turn to turn away York. First and 10 now. Falcons backed up all the way on their own 5. We got a blocked field goal into the Falcons' first drive of the game. We'll see what happens here. Low snap. Wesky looking for a quick out near side. That is Josh Davis who has it at the 10. Shimmies near side to the 15. Flag comes in late all the way in the end zone. It looked like Roper may say he got hit. Of course, Roper took
So late hit on that?
I might have. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to rule, but Roper's not looking like they're going to call anything on the Falcons.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that would be like a safety if it was
correct.
Like
that is why I've said in the end zone.
Okay.
And it is going to be a late hit.
Yards.
Yeah, that was one thing. Roper was taking shots all last week. Yeah, I might probably have to take the stat sheet in, y'all. I can't really write over here as the rain's blowing in on us, which means it's blowing all the way back to the back of my table, which is way under the roof.
Oh, man. Wait,
Yeah.
grab the other shirt. I forgot. I got to take these down at halftime.
Yeah, it's going to just be a rough night for me. Well, we'll be all right. 1st and 10 for AC Flora at the 30. 2 receivers down low, 1 up top. Lesky low snap, he'll hand it off, and it will be a ball on the ground. Falcons will fall on it. Simmons, I don't think, ever really got the handle on it. I'm going to say he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Well, we were hoping the rain was going to stay away, Jeff, and it looks like it's just not going to hold up really at all tonight. It was supposed to initially stop around 8 o'clock, and it doesn't feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just one of those days, you know.
That's why we can play football, but, you know. And now pass to the far side, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and long. Well, in a rainy game, so far it's been a trick play for York, and the Falcons had a couple first downs, but got stoned away in the red zone. Now 3rd and long here for Roper Wensky. This feels like maybe an air it out territory, even with the rain. Hard count does not get him the bite. Looked like Isaiah Long on the far side was looking to take a step, but he holds up. Now timeout called by AC Flora, their first of the half. 49 seconds to go here in this first quarter between AC Flora and York. Scoreless so far, and Jeff, it's kind of been back and forth with just defensive stand, how last week went.
Yeah. You know, I just realized we're like almost a quarter into this game, and I forgot to flip the sides.
Well, I'll be all right.
Flora and York.
Well, while we wait for our first timeout, I want to give a special shout out to one of our sponsors here today, Radiker Law. Winning doesn't just stop with the verdict. Radiker Law can be your partner in both trial and post-judgment proceedings, from serving as co-counsel at the trial level or on appeal to guiding you through collections and damage control strategies. The firm provides the strategic support you need to secure your success. Let them handle the research, writing, and arguments so you can focus on the bigger picture. To learn more about how Drew Radiker can help, visit radikerlaw.com or contact Drew at 803-500-0891. Third and long for AC Flora. Wensky gets the high snap. He'll look for a comeback route near side, and it is caught in bounds. Stepping right out of bounds, Kendall Bird. Easy pitch and catch for the connection that's been going all the way back to Creighton. And a first down for the Falcons.
That was a pretty little 1 foot down catch. Yeah.
Looked like Antonio Brown there. That's probably the best I've ever seen him getting that first foot down. Nickname a Tony T-Tap, and what he would do so well is drag that foot. That's what Kendall did right there. 1st and 10. Wensky dropping back, looking for a play over the middle. As caught by Davis at the 45 of York. Shimming all the way near side. He's got some grass. Going to be a block that's going to draw a foul. He gets all the way to the 40. Tackle is made by, looked like the defensive lineman Emmanuel Smith, all the way down near the York 40. However, a flag from, I believe, it's going to be on Kendall Bird, who delivered a blindside block on the near side.
All right, so first down and then back 15?
Pretty much. So we're going to pretty much get right to around where we started.
Yeah.
Maybe a little closer. Well, Jeff, this brings me back to the Irmo game we did 2 years ago, when it felt like this was kind of the setting as well. You know, dark, gloomy night. A place on the road here, and a team that's looking to knock off AC Flora. Irma was a little better than York this season. Irma was one of the best teams in the state that year. So
Aren't they ranked #1 now?
They are ranked #1. Dutch Fork upset by Oceanside last week, ending a 24-game win streak. So the clock will run. They got to move the chains, shouldn't they? I guess the blindside block is still the same play. So 1st and about 8. And now flag will fly before the play is snapped. False start in the offense. Well, usually Flora is pretty good with penalties. Of course, this is kind of our one Achilles heel, is the false start. only around 50 penalty yards per game from the team, Jeff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're very not. We have penalties. It's just more of the small ones, like the infractions. You know, we're not getting the personal fouls, the clippings, the big penalties. We're getting the small ones. We get a holding here and there, of course, but nothing that usually does our drive in.
South Point got all the penalties last week.
Correct. 1st and 13, play action looking for a screen to the far side. Kendall Bird's got it past the 45 to the 50. Bursts of speed near the 45 of York. He gets right around the first down marker before he gets speared down. That should be enough, though, Jeff.
So
Looked like it was Sadiq Worthy on the stop, but
it's the end of the first.
scoreless first has not happened all season, Jeff, other than last week, of course. We saw AC Flora we scored in the first quarter, excuse me. It was on the 3rd drive of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, but no, we don't. So yeah, we haven't really seen a scoreless first drive or first quarter really for AC Florida all too much. And Falcons on their 2nd drive of the game, marching downfield, but it's been a slower march than they'd like to have.
This past Saturday at the Foothills Tournament of Bands at Easley High School.
Well, I do need to check the updates. Of course, there's a big game in our region happening this week, Jeff. We were talking about it pregame. Camden will be hosting South Point. So what could determine how that region wraps up.
October 18th event is the
Where are they playing?
South Point at Camden?
At Camden?
Yeah, at Camden. Or no, I guess that's next week, excuse me. Because Camden's hosting Dreer.
Okay.
We talked about it, I thought.
South Point, Camden is not going to be streamed.
Correct. I guess South Point probably has a bye week this week, and then go play. Yeah. So Dreer's going to Camden. Excuse me, I don't know what I was thinking that week, but so South Point gets a much needed bye week after a brutal first half of their schedule, playing 4 of their 5 teams that were ranked somewhere in their respective division in the state. 1st and 10, Azell comes in motion. Play action, Roper has him in the flat. He's looking downfield to a comeback route that's almost intercepted. It was Patet. Roper held it a little too long and almost paid the price. Sadiq Worthy broke on the route and almost was able to undercut it. It looked like Roper really wanted Azell in the flat, never pulled the trigger, and then looked downfield to Blake.
Yeah. I mean, if you get Azell in space, you kind of just need to hit it.
I would agree.
Let him go.
Azell was so dangerous in space, but I think Roper wanted something bigger and kind of saw downfield as the linebacker was coming in. 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle to Simmons, who tries to fight his way forward. Breaks one tackle past the 45 to the 40. That's where he goes down. Simmons hard runs today for the running back, who's getting a lot of the work. Tackle made by number 25, Bennett Reeder, the defensive back.
It's time for another 3rd down. Shut down.
So 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. Think this is 4-down territory, so may see another run here. York may think the same thing. Leslie looking for a quick pass far side to Batet. It's outside past the 41st down and more. 30 tries to spite away, but he will step out of bounds inside the 25. Batet shows off the wheels. Got one catch, took it all the way outside, and he almost broke it, Jeff.
Yeah. It's tough, too, if he had just a little bit more room over there.
Correct. So just outside the red zone, knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the York 22. Got 2 receivers down low, one up top. Looks like man coverage from York. AC Flora will hand it off right up the gut. It's Simmons who gets speared from behind. The side swipe from York. They are really putting the leather down right now, Jeff. Feels like they're putting pads on pads and really making some hard hits.
Yeah, it's a good job just to get 3.
Correct. Also a good job to hang on to the ball. It kind of was a blindside tackle, if you will. Simmons was looking forward, and the hit came from the far side. 2nd and 7 for AC Flora, now inside the red zone for the 2nd time today. High snap, gets the ball down to all the way to Simmons to the 15, fights and wiggles towards the 1st down, but he comes up just shy, maybe by a yard. And York, a very deep defensive line. They're going to sub in and out a lot, and right on cue, Isaiah Long comes in as well as Zoe Miller. Third down shutdown, eh?
Is that what he says?
Yeah,
The
third
PA?
down shut. Sounds like honestly like a sports announcer-esque, like for like martial arts, some sort of boxing or something. Third and short for AC Flora. Gary into the backfield. He'll get the handoff straight up the gut. He got the first down and more powers his way towards the 5, but he gets cut down at the 6. Trayvon Gary, his first carry of the game, gets the Falcons half the distance closer to the goal. And a first down at that.
Run blocking's been really good tonight.
Run blocking has been really good. You know, and that's what it feels like. You know, a lot of people have new positions. They can always move forward, Jeff. It's the hard part of trying to get back into their right drop backs and
Drop
everything.
steps, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, I believe there's no player on that offensive line that's playing their own position tonight. First and goal from the 6, handoff up the gut. Gary breaks one tackle, and he'll burst his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Trayvon Gary, his 3rd touchdown of the season, gets the Falcons on the board, and they draw first blood. It's 6-0. The acoustics in the stadium are really cool.
What's that?
The acoustics in the stadium are really cool.
Acoustics, yeah.
Because you can hear our band very clearly from this side. You can hear a mosh posh now because York started up almost immediately after, but run game looking solid tonight, Jeff. Grant Hill on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. This one, it looks like it's off the upright and no good. That may have been tipped at the line, but again, a wet ball does no favors for pretty much anybody here tonight. And it will stay 6-0. Well, that's how you bounce back, Jeff, after a rough first drive. They got stalled out inside the red zone.
Yeah.
And then York, I mean, if they would have got one more first down, it felt like they were sniffing 6. Instead, Falcons turn them away, go 96 yards for the score here on their second drive of the game.
Oh man, I forgot it. I didn't even put my awesome semi-transparent circle over the scoreboard.
Good one job.
Jeez. I gotta get better at this. That does look better.
Yeah, I got to text my uncle. He's at Bethpage Black, for those who are unaware with the golf tournament. The Ryder Cup, the annual, or semi-annual European versus U.S. golf event that happens every 2 years. One of my favorite events, and it's being held up in New York this year, whatever that happens to be. It's what they alternate off. So every 4 years, it's in America. And same with Europe. So
The RGB values for black are 000.
really,
Yeah.
how does that work? I feel like, you know.
White's 255, 255, 255.
There you go. Kick up the way to the 25. It is taken in. Got some blockers up front, past the 40, all the way to the 45 before he spun down and dropped on the run back, number 21, Iman Mitchell.
Grant was ready for him.
I feel like Grant is our best special teamer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's no shade to anyone else on special teams. I feel like just Grant is, for whatever reason, I feel like he's always ending up on the tackle.
And that tackle against Lawrence to save the
Touchdown.
Preserve the shutout.
Yeah, that was the, the last shutout we had before that Lawrence game, 2021 against Dreer. Of course, the Falcons shut out Lawrence 2 weeks ago. First and 10 for York. They get good field position here at their own 47. They're going to hand off now to the far side, trying for that reverse, and he gets none of it. Maybe a yard on the pickup to the handoff to the wide receiver. Another trick play for York. This time goes nowhere as TC Douglas couldn't break free, but a flag comes out. Douglas is more of a running back. Yeah, it looks like a pre-snap procedural, Jeff, as that came out pretty quickly, so maybe a lined up, yep. Fault, I believe that's illegal formation or illegal motion, that was called. One or the other.
But don't they normally blow that dead? I guess they just missed the whistle.
I don't believe illegal motion. For offsides, they do.
Yeah.
But I believe illegal,
And then,
if they weren't set or anything,
The
they
shift,
were.
though.
Yeah, something around there. Or no, because shift is the arms out. Or is that illegal motion? They weren't set long enough, I think is what it was.
Okay.
That's the gist of it.
Oh, wait, so it's second and...
Yes, no, first and 15. 5-yard penalty. We took the penalty.
Yeah, that's what,
Yeah, the Falcons bring 6 to the line. They'll blitz them all. Handoff right up the gut, and he goes into the flock of Falcons and dropped right at there. No chance to get out this time.
not a flock.
Well, yeah, but I was getting to that one, Jeff. You can't let me have my moment. Jeez. Goodness gracious, Jeff ruining my moments. I try for some cool things, but waiting for a big stop for that one, but no.
Okay, that's all right. Everyone will forget by then.
Except for you.
No, I'll remember.
That's the point. All is for Sanders. Gain of 1 on the play. So 2nd and long here for the Cougars. Trips down low.
Oh,
And a
that's
false start
procedure.
up top. Kai Davis, I guess, misheard the snap count and took a couple steps before that ball was snapped.
They can give me a whistle. I can call that one.
Usually don't let false starts happen. That usually is not fair to the defense. It'll be a fun mind game, Jeff. You know, all your receivers get to start running, and then you don't snap the ball until you think one of them gets open.
Yeah.
How quickly can you recover on defense?
I don't know. Hey, so who is the guy that said with a large enough lever, I can move the world?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
I was going to say with a long enough false start, I could score a touchdown.
Well, 2nd and 20. Freeman looking for the swing pass out to the far side. That's where it goes to Sanders at the 40. He gets past all the way towards the 50, still dragging the Falcons past midfield. Finally driven back, but a pickup that makes it 3rd and manageable, Jeff. About 14 yards.
Caleb Sanders, that's 15 yards. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's not 5.
No,
That's
it's about 7. They originally had it 14, they moved him back a yard. I guess maybe Sanders trying to fight through one too many tackles there. And of course, an important part of the game, the ball boys having to come out and drive the footballs. Again, this rain is not letting up, and it's not a hard rain, but it's annoying rain.
Yeah.
It's the mist that's consistent. That's not like mist, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah, like you can play football and lacrosse. Probably have to have a rain delay for baseball.
funny. This would not require rain delay for baseball. 3rd and 7. Freeman drops back. Falcons bring the house. A screen play to the near far side. And Mitchell gets swung up and dropped. As Banag says, not on my watch. Flag comes back in, and they roughing the passer on AC Flora. They're going to say they hit Freeman late. It negates an incredible play by Banag. And we'll give a free 15 yards to York. Who hit? Did you see it?
It was kind of off screen.
Banag
There
was
were 2 players.
an incredible play from Azel Banag, negating the screen that would have made it 4th and long. Instead, it's going to be a free 15 yards. Now York marches down towards the red zone, deep into Falcons territory. And again, Jeff, and hopefully a good football game tonight. Hopefully AC Flora pulls through, but it's on the eve of maybe the best Saturday in college football this season. And of course, all headlined by South Carolina, Kentucky at the end of the night. So 1st and 10 now for York. They move to the 35. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. 6-0 lead for AC Flora. And rain steadily falling. Referee stoppage. And we're going to say change the clock. No, the play clock. Now it's blown into play. 1st and 10. Freeman with Sanders on his left hip. Gets the snap, looking for a quick pass to the far side. It is caught, but he'll go immediately out of bounds. Falcons really collapsing on these short yardage plays.
I don't know if that was Kendall or Azel, but
Kai again on the reception.
blocking, like holding up the blocker. Dang. I switched off of the screen.
Yeah, a loss of 1 for Davis. Yeah, no stats tonight, sorry.
Yeah, watch this. He holds up the block
Yeah.
to force the
Hand
runner.
up to Mitchell, running to the left side. He's got speed, got a hold of the 30, but he gets end over ended. Almost flipped over with how hard he was hit. I'm on Mitchell. Almost broke one long, but the Falcons say not again. Believe that was Larry Pickett on the stop. And some. Oh, no, penalty holding against York. We missed that, Jeff.
Yeah, I did not see.
You know, it may blend in, as y'all can see, the different changes in green, which is one of my favorite features, I will say, but it does create the optical illusion of the yellow flags blending into the lighter half of the field.
Yeah. It's also shiny.
Yes. It's shiny and wet. Makes it a lot harder to see stuff because the flag's damp and the field's shiny.
It looks like the old turf at River Bluff. The same manufacturer, I'm sure.
I'm sure. South Carolina. It looks really good, though, I will say.
Yeah, it does.
So 2nd and a mile here. Freeman dropping back, looking for a swing pay to the near side. His thrower breaks one tackle. He tries to get outside, but tripped up before he gets to the 40. Again, Larry Pickett able to stop. K.D. Davis, the linebacker, newly transitioned, almost made the tackle right as he caught it. Thrower was able to slip him, but Larry Pickett said, not today again. Again, secondary for AC Flora is really hunkering down right now, looking very crisp after the catch. So 3rd and about 16 for York. They need the Falcon 25. They're on their own 40, or they're on the Falcon 41. 5 wide, 3 up top, 2 down low. Freeman dropping back. The southpaw, he'll spin this one to the far side of the field. A high throw that's incomplete. Looked like he had the out route to the tight end Bratton, but it will go over his head. Pickett in coverage, or maybe Daniels. I wasn't able to see. That might be Daniels, actually. I think that is 11. Brings up 4th down.
Gonna try to pin us back.
Yeah, he's actually looking for Anthony Davis on the far side, who kind of misread it in a sense. He had to go back afterwards and cost him. So it'll be Blake Patet back at his own 10, and then sliding back as well. I believe that is Azel. Yes, it is Azel back at our own 10. It'll be Zan Walling, the punter. He's at his own 45 here. And again, play clock have to be pumped up yet again. Walling, end over end kick, a little wobbly as that one goes into the 10. Azel says let it bounce, and it will bounce, check up right at the 10 actually. Looks like it was gonna take a York bounce toward the end zone, but it checks up at the 9. So a good punt from Walling gives the Falcons another long field in front of them. Well, again, 96 yards for Roper Wensky in the offense. It was on the back of Jalen Simmons with some timely 3rd down gets. Again, the Falcons have been doing wonders in those 3rd down rolls well. 45% of the time we complete 4th downs, or 3rd downs. Over 4th downs, it's over 50.
Let's keep doing that.
Yes, Falcons conversion-wise have been very good in the state. I wish there was a stat to show all that on Max Preps. They kind of show your national average and see what teams get. Ours, for the most part, very, very well.
I bet ours is better than Chapin's.
I love Jeff being able to throw any sort of shade at the Eagles.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't have cast of Eagles over there.
Yeah, no, they don't. What is a bunch of Eagles?
I don't know.
Oh, and said.
I'm sure you're having fun over there, Jeff.
Oh, man.
Having a better time than I am. It's been a rougher game for me today.
I guess right now they're just 0-5. They're on their way, though.
I say, I think they're with their 0-5. I don't
They're 0-5 through the easy part of their schedule.
And they have a rough region as well.
Yeah. You know what? Dutch Fork, Irmo.
When Dutch Fork steals all your players, it does make it a little easier.
Yeah.
A little harder. And of course, this looks to be another homecoming night against AC Flora. This time it's in favor of York. Last time we were on the road, it was Lawrence.
Yeah.
So a lot of teams are scheduling homecoming against this. I'm not sure if that's on purpose or not, but it's something to note.
All right. Can't have a 90-plus yard touchdown unless you start on your own.
9?
Yeah, 9.
At least. So 1st and 10 on our own 9, as Jeff said. Spinney goes out wide. Falcons looking to a screen pass to Charlie Scott on the far side. He's got space and some room to the 20. Burst of speed, 25-30. It's a foot race on the far sideline, but he's pushed out of bounds past the 40. Good angle on the stop, but the Falcons immediately go into business after a 30-plus yard gain from Charlie Scott. They mark him out officially at the 43, which makes it a 32-yard pitch and catch from Roper to Charlie.
Yeah, very nearly.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie, if he could just slip past one more tackle, he was going to break it all the way, but I believe it was either Kai or Moore, one of the two to break it. I couldn't see if it was a 2 or 3. 1st and 10, Falcons will pitch it out to the short side of the field, trying to trudge his way forward, and he'll go down past the 45 to the 47. Looks like it's Simmons yet again on the carry. We'll have to go back and get the official stats after this game. So pick up a 4, 2nd and 6, inside 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 6-0 lead AC Flora. And off up the middle yet again to Simmons. He tries to bounce it in outside, but he gets nowhere. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Cougars. I think it was Ben Moe, the defensive tackle, the first one to greet him. Falcons in no rush, trying to waste as much time as they can here in the second half. Of course, York will receive the opening kickoff, or in the first half. York will receive the opening kickoff in the second half. I promise I'm awake. I don't know what's going on. This is a rough one. So 3rd and 6. Lenski checking the play at the line. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low for the senior gunslinger. He'll step back. Look far to the right now. He'll step up in the pocket, scramble to the right side. Got a receiver on the sideline. It is caught and stepping right out of bounds.
Kendall?
I think it was Kendall. I can't tell. This is without a monitor, Jeff. It's really hard to tell my 2s,
Kendall.
3s, and 1s. It is Kendall. Good stuff. But that was all Roper Wenski. Good defense on the back end from York. Roper had to, scramble, make something happen, and he was able to. On the comeback on the far side, Falcons move the chains and in the York territory. 1st and 10 on the 46. Snap, Wenski will drop back. York brings the house. Wenski able to get it off to the far side. It is caught out of bounds. This time it's Patet. York only rushed forward. They disguised the blitz, though. Brought some linebackers late, dropped some defensive linemen back. Does not matter. Roper fits it in over the second level with a nice out route to Patet. And the Falcons again move the chains. This is where the Falcons can really start to exert their will, Jeff. Score here again. And with no deep safety on the near side, it looks like this may be a shot until the DB will back off. Maybe you heard me. Roper snap. Looks for a back post route to the far side. A corner to Charlie Scott. Did he get the feet in bounds? They will say yes.
Wow, nice.
Oh my goodness, 24-yard strike. It opened with a 32-yard strike to Charlie Scott, and Roper now gets into the red zone with a beautiful corner route to his slot receiver. Over the shoulder and everything. It's almost like he plays center field, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
Just nice and relaxed on that catch. It was good.
Got his feet in balance. So 1st and goal from the 10, not the typical end goal you want to have, but you'll take it. Falcons keep 2 tight ends in the set. Simmons the man in the backfield with Roper, who's checking the play, and the Falcons will burn their second time out of the first half. Of course, with under 3:30 to go, Falcons in no rush, and they have timeouts to spare. Unlike last week when we used a lot of them really in the first 2 minutes of the game. While we wait for our play to resume, we will take another ad read if Jeff wants to.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm about to say, well, you're just kind of looking at your screen. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Well, we want to step back in time at the Mill Pond Steakhouse, where rustic elegance meets southern hospitality in beautiful, historic Boykin, South Carolina. Nestled just a short drive from Columbia, discover a serene dining experience unlike anything else in the state. Savor certified black Angus beef, low country seafood specialties, and favorites like marinated rack of lamb while enjoying breathtaking views of the historic Mill Pond. Experience top-notch service where everything is just perfect. Reserve your table today at millpondsteakhouse.com.
All right.
Mill Pond and Radiker, our first 2 sponsors of the season this year. Big Red Box was the one last week. I'm sure I'll be reading one of them very soon. But we return to action, 1st and 10 at the 10 for AC Flora. Looking to knock it into the end zone one more time. Wency has pressure up the middle. He'll roll to the right. He now tucks it and runs. Looks to fake the shuffle pass, and he'll get a couple yards. Maybe saw Riggs' play yesterday, Jeff.
Yeah. He's jealous. He wants to do the same.
I know there was no one around the area, but I love the fake because, Josh Allen always does that where he gets about 5 yards downfield and he'll pump fake. And the DBs are like, whoa, where's he going? And all of a sudden he's like, oh, he can't throw the ball. It's illegal. It's a 3-yard scramble from Roper. Doesn't run the ball all too much, but now it's 5th carry for 26 yards. And In will come the jumbo set. Batet in the backfield. All out to the right side. We saw York try this, and a flag comes out. Too many men?
Flag on the field.
Illegal substitution. I think too many men lined up, Jeff.
Do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12.
I think 12. Well, again, with the new offensive line, some roles change, responsibilities differ from last week, so maybe a personnel issue there that weren't sure who was supposed to be where.
Yeah, ideally you don't do that coming out of a timeout. But yeah.
No, well, it's not after a timeout. It was the second play after a timeout.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Roper scramble.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. So second and goal on the 12 for AC Flora. Lone receiver down low. Roper looks up top. Throw one to the end zone, just incomplete. Zips one past Kendall Bird, who was trying to run a post route over to the R of York.
Brings up third down. You know what that means? Third down. Time for third down. Shut down.
You appreciate that, Jeff?
Yeah, third down, shut down.
Third down, shut down. Feels like it's like wrestling. The third down, slam down. Oh yeah. I like it. Two receivers up top, one down low for Roper. He's looking up top yet again. Pass rush collapse. Roper's able to escape for momentarily, but he gets slung down behind the line of scrimmage. Second sack for the Cougars. That'll be credited to number 23, Zoe Miller, not East Everett. Thought it was a 2. So what do the Falcons do now? Had a field goal blocked earlier in this half.
5 wide.
See if you can spread the field out. The pass rush for York has been really good so far these last couple plays. We'll see what AC Flora does here. You were trying for the jumbo set on second, but I think what really killed the momentum was the too many men on the field. You run the jumbo set at least once. Oh, Roper, quick snap, rolling to the right, looking for anything in the end zone. Steps a man, still has the ball, and he just tucks it and goes out of bounds. I wish he would at least let that fly to the end zone, but it looks like he had nothing, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Falcons, for now the second time today, get turned away in the red zone. Well, after what's been really a half that's been dominated by AC Flora, York, their big offensive play to get them down in the red zone for AC Flora came on a trick play, and after that, they've had minimal success, barring the penalties and what so. If they score here, Jeff, all that wipes away, and we have a tied, maybe York lead going into half.
Yeah, let's not do
Don't
that.
want that. You just never don't want that, but just putting it out there, it's just kind of how this game's going. It's my job to create the storylines.
Yeah, maybe don't put that out there.
Don't mean have to like them.
We could.
Huh?
How about pick 6 here?
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to do that when he runs up the middle, but when the Falcons collide, there's nothing they can do. York loses 3 on first down, and the Falcons are really hunkering down, and I think the game plan seems pretty obvious now, Jeff. Make Freeman throw it downfield, and it's a really good game plan when it's raining.
Yes. Yes. It's crazy how it's been just consistently just pouring down.
It's not stopping. I don't think it's going to stop any time this game. It's not as bad as it was earlier. It's definitely a lighter miss than it was, but it still is coming. Game under 2 minutes here to go in the first half. York in no rush. Play clock under 10. Freeman, he'll hand it off right side. No, he'll keep it up the middle. Falcons weren't ready for it, but they do track him down. Nice play from Walker. He was able to stop Freeman in his tracks. Looks like he had a lot more grass in front of him, but Nasir Walker said, not on my watch. And now 3rd and medium. AC Flora will use their 3rd and final timeout here with 92 seconds to go.
Interesting.
They want the ball back.
Yeah, they we do kick off second half. York deferred.
Going into this timeout, Jeff, I want to reiterate what I talked about with Coach Floyd earlier. I said, Freeman has a very good dual threat mobility. He's not known for running, but he does a lot of magic on the ground compared to the air. And I said, we faced one of the more shiftier quarterbacks last week in Jazavian Currents. How does that prepare? He said, we've seen that now. Yeah. We're ready for it. Obviously, Currents a little more shiftier than Freeman. Freeman's more power, but you're used to a running quarterback, a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
It's like the show I watched as a kid where, like, you know, they're talking about something that happened. He's like, well, he faced something, he fought someone like with this style like a day ago, so now he's ready to fight someone with the same style, even though they're not as good.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing without kind of getting the details of the show.
Like when Danielson had to face all of the people from Cobra Kai.
Yes. Now again, read option. This time Freeman trying to break it to the near side. Kendall Bird able to set the edge, but Freeman gets past the sticks and more. Chopped down at the 31. Katie Daniels and Peyton Bishop track him down, but York does move the chains, and now the Cougars can start trying to hurry. You always got to get one first down to see if you want to move an offense, but York, no urgency still. They have 3 timeouts, Jeff, not using any of them. The clock's now ticking down under 110. They'll probably use a timeout there to regroup. They do not. Game clock nearing a minute. Finally, Freeman will get the ball, hands it off to the near side again. Sanders tries to cut it back upfield, loses the ball on the ground. It is going to be AC Flora. Sanders just, I don't even think he got hit. But as Banag comes up now with his second fumble in 2 weeks, and the Falcons get a chance to put this game back to a 2-possession ball game, as they're now starting inside the 35. It was a little similar play last week, Jeff, where the running back kind of just maybe got tapped. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything on my end.
Yeah, and I mean,
He did get hit, and I actually think it was Banag who punched it out, Jeff.
oh really?
Banag was on a block, was able to stick his paw out there and punch it out. What a play from Azel Banag.
Oh, he did.
He's been showing
Wow.
out. Wow.
Forced fumble and recovered fumble.
You know, I was talking to Coach Brown, the defensive backs coach. Well, first, before we get there, pistol, play action for Roper. Looking for a shot. He'll unleashed toward the end zone, but it does flutter and get picked off. He was hit as he's thrown. The linebacker does the honors, and he'll get slammed down to the turf. Aiden Hughes was there at the right time and picked it off. I think Roper was looking for an end zone shot, and he got hit as he was thrown. Great defense from York. Well, I guess I had a chance to reiterate what Azel. I was talking to Coach Brown, and I said, you know, I don't really call Azel's name a ton in these games, and that's a really good thing for a defensive back in high school because it means you don't really look his way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we call him
on offense.
on offense, yeah.
Call him on offense all the time.
Wait,
yeah, Roper
they're downing it.
Yeah, they're just going to knee this one out. Roper looked like he had some time and then got hit last second by one of the defensive tackles who broke free late. Freeman will take the loss of about 5 and knee this one out. We'll see if they make him snap it one more time. They could really run this one out until they want.
Oh, wait, don't leave the field, though.
No,
guys.
do not leave the field. Well, I think York's going to play sportsmanship and they'll jog off as well. They could have ran a play if they wanted to.
Our coaches did hold up our team. Okay.
I mean, geez.
Yeah.
6-0 York, a game that we knew could have been this way with how the weather's been treating us, but we were hoping for a little more offense on both sides. Doesn't seem like that's happening.
And, oh, man. All right, so let's go ahead and play some royalty-free music. Actually, let's read a Big Red Box ad, and then we'll play some royalty-free music.
I like what you're thinking, Jeff, because we got to thank our friends at Big Red Box Dumpster Company. Of course, Chris Dorsey. Every time I talk about him, shout out 215. State champion Legion baseball team. But whether you're a homeowner or a contractor, the Big Red Box roll-off dumpster service can help with all types of cleanups. No project is too big or too small. Big Red Box delivers residential driveways, construction sites, businesses, and more. Learn about how they simplify dumpster rentals and how they can help you find a dumpster to rent in Columbia, South Carolina today by visiting them online at BigRedBoxDumpsterCompany.com or give Chris Dorsey a call at 803-783-6834.
Nice. All right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play some royalty-free music. I muted myself. So embarrassing. We'll play some royalty-free music and be back in a few. 3, 2, 1.
5
Sorry, I had to run across the road, so
is Olivia Lingerfeld, representing number 54, Tyrese French. Our first runner-up is Maggie Hollander, representing number 40, Ben Rose. And ladies and gentlemen, our YCHS 2025 Homecoming Queen, representing number 5, TC Douglas, is Shirley Ramirez. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a nice round of applause for our homecoming queen, Shirley Ramirez, as well as all our contestants for 2025 homecoming queen.
all right. Congratulations to the YCHS homecoming court. Yeah, like when Lawrence did that a couple weeks ago. Yeah, so when Lawrence did theirs a couple weeks ago, I like zoomed in the whole time, but I actually had tasks to accomplish during this halftime, so I wasn't able to do it the whole time.
Yeah, Jeff had to run across the stadium.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I am too. Jeff's still standing. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to sitting down in a car for an hour and a half.
We gotta win this game first.
Yeah, I gotta do that. The ride is 20% shorter if we
Win.
if we win.
And the cool thing is, Jeff, is you have found what you need on the way home already.
Yeah, QT. It's about what, 15 minutes away, something like
20-ish,
that.
yeah.
20. All right, that'll work.
Yeah. I get to go home, get home at midnight, and then wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work again.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah, you failed.
No, I get to watch football day after that. I did not
That's the
fail.
point. That's right. That's right. You chose.
I chose the life so I can watch in some incredible. I'm gonna have like 3 screens running at once. I'm gonna have 2 TVs and my computer, and I have to figure out where to put the Ryder Cup tomorrow when I get home. It's gonna be because I have 3 games I want to watch at 3:30. I got my Buckeyes. I got LSU, Ole Miss, which should be theoretically game of the 3:30 slate.
Yeah.
And then there's one more I'm forgetting. Hold on, let me go look.
I like the homecoming court holding up. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'm like completely enthralled. There's one more game I wanted to put on. Maybe it's
South Carolina.
That's at 7 though.
No,
That's
the
that
only
one.
one that matters.
Tennessee, Mississippi State's gonna be interesting. But yeah, maybe Ryder Cup then on the 3rd screen. Or no, A&M Auburn.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking Auburn upset alert. Maybe.
Hey, you know what's even more awesome about this awesome college football weekend?
What?
Clemson has a bye.
Tough scenes. Well, it means we can't watch them lose though. I mean, kiss.
That's true.
Don't worry, we're all gonna mourn together in Williams Bryce in about 2 months.
When they finally get it going.
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna get.
Starts rolling.
I mean, we'll see. You know, we talked about, some of my friends and I, what happened with Clemson, and it's just offensive line just hasn't done it. The run game's not there, and Klubnik just has gone back to reverted. You know, what made Clemson so dangerous at the end of last year, why they actually had a really good game against Texas, was Klubnik was really moving the ball quickly. He was going through his progressions really well. It feels like he's holding the ball still, reverting back to some of his old problems he had back at the beginning of last year, which is why, they dropped so many games early in last year. So you thought I was one of the believers too. Unfortunately, I had a lot more faith in Clemson than probably the average fan. I did put money to win national. I was in a legal state for the record, and I was in Maryland, but I did a legal state, correct. I was in, but I thought they were going to potentially win the national championship. I put a little money on that, and not going to work.
Yeah, so we probably need to have like more information on the lines that, like the offensive lines and the defensive lines that teams have. It's so critical.
Well, what was weird is they were hurt last year, so theoretically Clemson only got better, but for whatever reason they just have not held up. And it's funny because, you know, not to like get too deep into the conversation, because I know we have a football game to win here in a second, but who is the #1 team in the country right now? Because LSU's win against Clemson all of a sudden doesn't really look as impressive as you once thought it was. Ohio State's win against Texas again doesn't look as like Texas is a good team. They're not a bad team, but they're not the team we potentially thought they were. They could develop into it, but they haven't shown it. Miami's best win is against a team that has won one game against Purdue.
Yeah, it's certainly not Miami.
Georgia's best wins against Tennessee. They probably had the best win, weirdly enough. Maybe Ohio State technically, but you get the idea of, like, there's not really a team that has made themselves, cementing themselves as #1. Personally, I think it's going to be the winner of the Oregon-Penn State game.
As far as I can tell, it's Vandy.
I mean, hey, they've looked the best. They're in one of the teams that have looked the best. Them and Florida State, but Florida State's in a dogfight right now. They're 21-21 with Virginia at half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was checking that at half because my Mets are now destroying my hopes and dreams. That's a typical Mets thing to do. We were up 2-0 going into the 5th. Now we're down 6-2. But yeah, no, 21-21 at halftime in Virginia, which is a little more unfortunate considering Virginia was up 14-0 and then blew the lead promptly.
Dude, what the heck happened to my screen?
21-21 over Virginia. That's an upset watch for Florida State, you know, who's looked like one of the best teams. They have beaten teams like they're supposed to, which most teams in the country cannot say that.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see. It's a long season. We say this every year. It's going to work itself out, and it will. We'll see who the teams are. But right now, it's hard-pressed to think that one of those 3 Big Ten teams up there is not. I mean, I think Georgia's probably the SEC teams has a chance, and we'll see how Bama's is this week. And if Bama can go into Athens and play a good game, I think they have a argument as well. But I think the 3 Big Ten teams up there probably have the case to be the #1 team in the country. And that's kind of a weird thing to say, especially after the dominance of the SEC. I'm not a Big Ten homer by any stretch of the imagination, but
it's even a weirder thing to say in the heart of SEC country.
As I said, I'm not an SEC homer by any stretch of the imagination, but the SEC is the best conference when it comes to football.
Yes.
It's not. I don't think it's close, but I mean, the last 2 years have not produced an SEC champion. I'm actually curious. When was the last time that we've had 3 straight years without an SEC champion, national champion?
Wait, what? SEC?
When was the last time we had 3 straight years where the national champion came from somewhere not in the SEC?
Oh, jeez.
It's before my lifetime, 100%. But
yeah, I mean, it could be sometime late 80s. There may have been some like Oklahoma, Nebraska.
The only one I could think of is, I know 01 was Miami, 02 was Ohio State, if someone won on the bookend of those two. That's my only guess.
Huh.
But the point is, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I was just thinking the Big 8 in the 80s.
Something like that. Let's see. College football. So LSU Southern Cal technically counts as a split. So it was from 99 to 02. It was Florida State, Oklahoma, which technically is SEC, but at the time was Big 12. Miami, Ohio State. But before that, I mean, Florida State, Nebraska.
Yeah, so Nebraska.
In the mid-90s.
And then keep going back.
Washington / Miami, Colorado, Georgia Tech, Miami, Notre Dame, Miami. So
yeah, except that Miami was not ACC then. They were
correct. But still, the point is, they're not SEC.
Yeah, no. But
BYU. It's more recent than we thought, but the point is, it's pretty much out of my lifetime. I mean, I was born in 02, so.
Dang, really?
I'm young and old. I feel both. It's weird. So the rain's kind of simmered down, but the wind's picked up.
All right, Cougar fans, it's time
My
for
broadcasting
the
skills are being put to the test today.
The Cougars will receive the kick, and
I will say our PA man is getting his money's worth today.
Do you know that we were attacked September 11th, 2001? It's before you were born. 9/11.
Why are we making that? Why? What?
I just want to make sure you know history.
No, trust me, I'm very aware.
Okay, all right.
I am very aware of my history. All right, second half. Pooch kick near side. And it will be caught up near the 20.
It's our first kick of the game. No,
Second kick of the game. Yeah, we scored. And it will be tackled right at the 31. DJ Johnson, I believe, was on the stop. Here. He was able to kind of jump on the back of the return man, Kyrie Love, and did not let go.
Nebraska is most disappointing. Yeah, so
I don't know, disappointing.
I only remember Nebraska from the 80s when South Carolina used to play them as an independent, and we would get demolished.
I don't know, disappointing is the right word. Definitely underwhelming. 1st and 10 for York as they run near side. Got some space as Sanders on the near side. 40, 45, cuts back upfield to midfield before he's tag teamed. Isaiah Watson and Blake Patet combine in the stop. But Caleb Sanders, with his best carry of the game, pushes into Falcon territory. The reason I wouldn't call the most disappointing team is because I don't think the expectations for Nebraska have been the expectations like national championship level.
It's not like Mets level.
The Mets don't have aspirations. The Mets have hopes that just get squashed within the first week. No, I think most disappointing is probably U.S. Southern Cal, I think, because they've had like national championship aspirations some years, and I mean, especially with Lincoln Riley. But
Wait,
timeout, AC Flora.
Timeout, AC Flora.
Yeah, Nebraska has been disappointing for
close to 30 years.
Yeah, them and Tennessee was in the category for a while. They've started to kind of come back on the up and up. Same with Georgia. Georgia was in that category as well.
USS Cole. We're going back. Attacks.
I say Miami's the same way. Miami's been in the same boat for 20 years, and now they're finally starting to kind of get back to the island of relevancy.
Miami?
Yeah. About to say that. I mean, they had a couple of years in the 2010s, but so did everybody we're talking about here. Well, maybe not Nebraska.
They had that really good stretch at the beginning of 2000s.
Well, yes. And the 20, I said past 20 years.
Oh, sorry. Just before you were born, they had an amazing stretch.
You know who ended the dynasty?
Boosters?
Probably.
So what was that guy's name? I can't remember.
The Buckeyes is the correct answer to that statement, but I like to mess around with Jeff.
Oh, wait. Who was the last team to beat the Buckeyes before they won the national championship?
I don't know.
It was South Carolina in the Outback Bowl.
Congratulations.
Yep.
1st and 10 for York. Play action for Freeman. Looking downfield, going to be a wide out route, and he's got it. Thrower past the 30, and he gets swung out of bounds. Well, York's game plan to start the second half, 2 plays, 2 catches, and a run over 20 yards each. All of a sudden, York in business.
Yeah.
This is not the same offense we saw going into the break, Jeff. It was a very stagnant offense that relied a lot on runs. Now an outside zone that got about 20, and that pass got about 15. 1st and 10 for the Cougars, trying to take their first lead of the game. And up the middle, Sanders tries to push his way forward, and he runs into a cast of Falcons before they push him back. And a flag flies late, and you can see Coach Floyd on the field, very animated, yelling at his team. Now, who's this going to be on is the question. Assume us.
After the whistles.
But they also had to hold Sanders back to the Cougar side. It will be on us. Was I complimented AC Flora with, the limited penalties all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's your fault.
That's a big one. York will now move into the red zone for the 2nd time this evening. Should only be half distance to the goal, though. So York will get down at the 13, and they're going to try to hurry up to the line. Again, this was a team that very much took their time at the end of the first half. Now quickly up, ready to snap the ball. 1st and 10. Freeman, quick pass, looking to the left now. They'll try to tuck it in and run, and the Falcons are all over it. Nowhere to go for Freeman. He gets dropped behind the line. I mean, guess who? Nasir Walker. He's been everywhere today, Jeff, and all of a sudden, he makes Freeman pay. Yeah, I think Freeman looked at, I don't know what he was looking for left side. It may have been a design QB draw for Freeman, but he was looking all the way left, looking for maybe someone to turn around, and neither of his receivers looked the other way. So, loss of 4 on the, I guess we're going to go sack. We'll see what they officially rule it, but it's 2nd and 14 for the Cougars. Going in motion up top, Freeman. Read option, he'll keep it himself, try to keep it up the middle, and he runs right into PB. Bishop doesn't let him go and pushes him back. Another loss for Freeman. And the Falcons defensive line, after 2 good plays for York to start their drive, all of a sudden PB and Nas both come in the clutch. Now it's 3rd and long. Of course, I was talking to Coach Anderson, and this is, I mean, Nas will be in, will he be tomorrow? So got to think, after the Florida State offer, more could be coming. Nothing official, but we're hoping for the best here for me and Jeff, right?
Yeah, that's right.
3rd and long, they're going to hand off. No, double reverse now to the far side. Thrower tries to get out to the edge, the 20, and he gets dropped. Stepped out of bounds to the 19. The Falcons all over it yet again. 3 plays that York tries to kind of pull the rug under AC Flora. More of a scramble for Freeman doesn't work. A read option doesn't work. Then a reverse. The handoff reverse to the other side, and thrower cannot escape AC Flora. I believe it was KD Daniels out there.
Yeah. Oh, am I dropping frames? No, I'm not. It's my phone. It sucks.
Offense will stay on the field and go for it. York needs AC Flora's 3-yard line for a 1st down. They're on their own they're on the Falcons 19. Gets the snap. Freeman looking for a swing pass. They hit him late. Flag does come out, and Bishop can't believe it. It'd be a 4th down stop for AC Flora, but Bishop gets flagged for the pass, roughing the passer. I think Bishop tried to hold up, but and the Falcon is down. Back-to-back things that AC Flora can almost not afford.
Uh-oh, we have trivia. Wait, hold on. We're not just talking about Olympic Park bombing. All right, when was the last year that Dreer beat Flora in football? AC Flora snapped an 18-game streak in 2000. The last year that Dreer beat Flora.
I got no idea. I'm looking it up. You can, you do you, Jeff. I unfortunately am not you, and have not been around Flora as long.
Oh, so the year before drafts came here, didn't we lose all of our games? Or maybe his first year?
2017.
2017? Were we 0 and something?
42-21. I'll check. I have no idea. There's a cool thing, matchups usually you can look at the game history between the 2 teams. That's how I get, quick stats without having to labor myself too much. Yeah, we were 0-10. Good stuff, Jeff.
Yeah.
We were ranked in Max Preps. We were above 9,700 national rank.
Is Kendall?
I can't tell. I believe so, but slow to get up, Kendall Bird. Yeah, we lost to Woodruff, Lexington, Lugoff, R&E, Fairfield Central. It was
an 18-game win streak that snapped in 2004. Jeez. That's a lot of
teams I don't know, actually. Lower Richland was on the schedule.
It's like
Orangeburg Wilkerson, yep. Jeez. So after the roughing the passer bailout, will be 1st and goal from York.
Let's open that door and let him in.
It definitely was a play that that could have not had a flag, but at the same time, it was one that the official was reaching for right as Peyton made contact. So.
And when you have 4th and long, don't do anything.
Yeah, I think he tried to hold up and just at the end just kept his momentum forward, and one of those things where now interesting, as I said earlier, jumbo set, Jeff, 1st and goal from the 9. Offset to the right. We'll see how many times York tries this here in the goal. Freeman now pushes everyone to the left. You'll get the snap, you'll do an end around, now looking for a pass, and the Falcons don't let him go, but no, Monty Lafitte can't bring him down, but he does make the tackle at the end. He let him slip through his fingers and makes up for it. Shoestring tackle back at the 18-yard line. Well, Jeff, I called for it last time. They were inside the 10 on that reverse pass. This time trying to throw it. I think it was Kai Davis looking to make a play and had no chance as Monty Lafitte snuffed it out. He slipped one tackle, looked 2 Falcons dead in the eyes, and Monty said, I'll take the ankles, undercut you. Easy enough. So 2nd and goal from the 18, almost like the pass interference, roughing the passer, never happened. Freeman looking over the middle. Now he tucks the ball. He's going to try to scramble out to the left. Keeps looking downfield. Flag comes out to ball toward the end zone. Incomplete. As Elbanag, great coverage. Never touched Mitchell, the running back, out of the backfield. It should be a hold against York. I believe we declined this one, Jeff. No reason to try to make it 3rd and 2nd of the mile.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
No, my phone was all choppy, but I think it was just my phone because I looked at it and said I was on the LTE
So
network.
we do accept the penalty. Interesting. Well, I guess it looks like it's a 10-yard loss for York.
Oh, wow.
Again, a hold. Falcons do accept it, so instead of opting for 3rd and goal from the 18, they're going to opt from 2nd and goal from the 28. So York will get an extra down to work with. 2nd and goal from the 28. Promising drive for York, stalling out yet again. We'll see if they can have some magic. Freeman rolling out to his right. Falcons jump, and now he'll tuck it and try to run. He does get table-topped up near the 20. Brennan Williams and Nasir Walker on the stop, it looked like, as Freeman was looking to roll and throw to the right. Instead, it brings up 3rd and goal from the 22. So if your Falcons do a net gain of 4 on the loss on second down, if you're going to play with me on that one.
Yeah.
Right, so now 3rd and goal from the 22. If you're York, you probably want to get at least not a majority, but a chunk of this one to make it 4th down manageable. See how AC Flora plays this. And a handoff on the counter near side. He's got grass in front of him. One man to beat. Tripped up and stopped. Oh my goodness. Timothy Koutrakis may have just saved a touchdown, Jeff. Sanders had everybody fooled on the counter. But Timothy Koutrakis, his biggest tackle of the season. Only a gain of 4, Jeff, and that really could have
huge, yeah.
that could have been a gain of 22
So
in
much
a
room
house
out
call.
here. Yeah.
It was a great play, as I said. The counter, everyone going to the wide side of the field. All of a sudden, you see Sanders cut back to the near side, and it looks like he's got space. Koutrakis, again, saving a touchdown. So 4th and goal, this time from the 18, yet again on the near hash. Falcons do not want to give York another free first. They'll bring the house. 6 rushing. A hold play on Walker. He's thrown in it, incomplete.
Okay.
Dub gets the stop. Walker got held. No call. It doesn't matter. And the Falcons turn away the Cougars yet again.
Yeah, I had to look back just to make sure there wasn't a flag on that one. That was not a late hit, so no flag.
No, Zy Gill, the right tackle, or Levi Ward were beat by Walker, and they grabbed a hold of his shoulder. I saw it bleed.
All right, we might have to do a pregame call with McGrady Productions.
Oh, gosh.
We're going to get a history lesson. Okay, so before Memorial Stadium was built, where did Flora and many other Columbia High School teams play their home games?
Sure, we're going to go with that. I have no idea.
Again, said not.
I'm from the upstate. This is you know.
Wait. No, they wouldn't have played at the fairgrounds, would they?
Probably not. Would they play at Benedict's old stadium? That's the only thing I can think of. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what stadium was there before Benedict had one. I don't think there was one. Was it the fairgrounds? No, it can't be. That was where the Gamecocks played, right?
Yes.
Before Memorial.
But I mean, Williams-Brice has been around for
before
decades,
Memorial.
so very much we could have played at the fairgrounds.
What's been around long?
Would it have been another high school? I have no idea. So after nearly taking up half the third quarter, AC Flora will march out there for their first drive, up 6-0, and the defense coming up big yet again. Roper and Jalen will be out there. Rain still steadily coming down, but down to now basically a mist of a mist. Play action looks like a swing route to the right side. Charlie Scott, the receiver who has it, he breaks one tackle and gets upended near the 30.
Slipped by him for an extra 4 yards. That was nice.
Charlie is so elusive when you get him in space. Well, this is where the Falcons can really grasp momentum, Jeff.
Wait, so you're saying Williams-Brice was used and it had AstroTurf? Oh, man.
That's sick. But no, Jeff, this is where the Falcons can really take control of this game. After York looked like they had a promising drive brewing, AC Flora turns them away, 2nd and short, but a flag does going to come out.
Oh, jeez.
I would assume this has to be some sort of offensive procedural again.
Plot armor.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Oh, it's offsides on the
Wait,
offense.
What? We lined up offsides?
I think someone must have, yes.
Well, we didn't even snap the ball, though.
It's offsides is what you blow. Remember, you blow offsides dead in high school.
Yeah, but you still have to blow it after the snap. Like, the receiver should have an opportunity to reset if it's on the receiver.
It may not have been a receiver. I just don't know. Because that is consistent. They do blow offsides dead.
Yeah.
So now from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 6 here for the Falcons. AC Flora would like to stretch this lead to 2 scores. But a very daunting York defense. Wensky dropping back. Now he'll tuck the ball. He'll still look downfield. A play over the middle. Batted in the air and falls incomplete. Looking for Josh Davis over the middle. But York denying Davis the ball. It's like Anthony Davis on the other side with the defensive stop. So 3rd and medium again for AC Flora. They need the Falcon 28 for a first. They're on the 22. Judge's got to hold up for Roper. Play action in the pistol, but he doesn't even get there. Flag will come out as the play is blown dead before the snap. False start on AC Flora, so it moves to 3rd and long. This has easily been AC Flora's most penalized game this season. I do like the scoreboard, by the way, Jeff, for York. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice. I like how the play clock is sitting up on top of it.
It makes it easy for me. 3rd and 11, Roper. The pocket collapses yet again. He rolls up, breaks out of 1 tackle, still goes back near the 10, stumbles away from 1. He'll just lob this one deep and out of bounds. Had Charlie and Josh, and Roper took a shot at the end, and he's yet to get up. Now he's helped up from his teammates. Both Grady and Spinney will help him up. Roper's slow to get off. The punter, of course, will stay on the field, but a drive for AC Flora that had some wheels at the beginning, but penalties cut it short. As we talked about in our pregame, Jeff, which is this game last year, York plays is very tough in pretty much all facets, and Roper trying to adjust the play. I'm not sure play clock at 10. He's going to be back near his own goal line and very gimpy as well. Play clock at 3. He does get the snap. They rush him, and Roper gets a low line drive. Punt hits the 45 and will take a bounce into Cougar territory at midfield, and there's nowhere for him to go. Kai Davis tried to break 1 tackle, and he could not. Well, it's going to go on to the shoulders of the Falcon defense. A defensive slugfest here, Jeff, and to get through this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Might need a defensive score here.
The Falcons have yet to score on defense so far this season. This would be the time to do it for the first. Of course, Azel had a beautiful pick 6 last season, and a couple others as well. We'll see what York does here, right at midfield to start their second drive of the second half. Freeman, he'll roll out to the right. He'll look for a play, and the fly's got a receiver, and it's dropped, incomplete. Z Isom was wide open in the flat, but he was only going to get a minimal gain as the Falcons had left it open. High throw from Freeman, could not be corralled. And it'll be 2nd down, whatever. Halloween night, interesting, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So his streak was broken on Halloween night. Nice.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Spooky things happen on Halloween, I guess. 2nd and 10. Looking for maybe a fake counter play as they go over the middle. Has thrower near the first down marker, but he's upended a yard short. KD Daniels, Larry Pickett combining the stop. And now it looks like Monty is down on the ground. I like the play call from York. It looked like they were going to do a counter play to the near side. Instead, Freeman just dumps it over the middle. And we're up 3rd and short, so this is very much 4-down territory for York as they're going to look to try to move the chains yet again. And Falcons cannot afford to lose Monty. Again, Jordan Davis is not playing this evening, it doesn't look like. He was a little banged up, and for precautionary reasons, he looked like he was held out. And Monty will be jogging off under his own power, so probably just a stinger there. Potentially. Usually, cramps are, can happen at any time, but usually a little hotter, I would assume.
Yeah.
Hot, rainy day doesn't usually provide for cramps. Or
if I was a doctor, people would come into my doctor's office, and I'd be like, you probably have a cramp.
Oh, you're fine. Throw some icy hot on it.
Yeah.
So 3rd and inches here for York. Again, they need the 40-yard line for a first. They're backed up in shotgun, though, for Freeman. You don't want to give him ideas, Jeff, but it feels like when you check the play at the line, just have Freeman go under center and snap the ball and get 3 yards. They're going to fake the pitch. Freeman will instead just power forward for a couple. He goes right up the middle, and he'll get the first by a couple. He goes all the way to the 37. It is the running back, T.C. Douglas, in the backfield. It's a rotation for York. The main man, Caleb Sanders, back there. Amon Mitchell, he's the receiving back, and then T.C. Douglas is kind of that 3rd down back that rotates in and out to help the two get some breaths and keep their legs fresh. York now inside the 40, under 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 6-0 lead for Flora. Lowest scoring game of the season for the Falcons so far by a lot. Sanders play action. He immediately gets rushed. Going to be a pass out to T.C. Douglas, incomplete, and they're going to rule it dead. You can see Koutrakis was trying to tell KD, hey, jump on the ball, but looking for maybe a screen pass, which only works if Freeman can get the ball out. Nasir Walker and Dub both chasing it out. I do like the defensive game plan, though, Jeff, trying to bring pressure more often.
Yeah.
They saw that it worked against South Point last week and said, hey, South Point is the best team in the state. Maybe we could try to do it against other teams as well. Yeah, we haven't usually blitzed in the first 4 weeks of the season. 2nd and 10. Freeman looking for another swing pass to T.C. Douglas. Incomplete yet again. I don't know if he would have gotten far, though, as Ebenag looked like he was headhunting over there.
Yeah, he was ready for that.
Yeah, he was flying in to make a stop, and probably for the best he didn't catch it, actually. Well, back-to-back drops now brings up 3rd and long. 4-down territory for York again. They have not attempted a field goal inside the red zone twice. I believe they would not be trying to attempt one here. They need the Falcon 27. They're on the Falcon 37. Freeman. Again, that counter inside to T.C. Douglas. He's trying to bounce it outside. The Falcons are ready for it this time. Daniels chases him outside and eventually gets pushed down inside the 35. It was Koutrakis yet again on the stop with that counter. However, Douglas does what he needs to do. Gets about half of it on 3rd, which brings up a manageable 4th down for York. And KD playing more linebacker. Just the limitations here today with the defense, with everybody being banged up. Falcons are expecting to get a couple key players back, and KD's playing more of that nickel formation, which gives him more free ability, which is why you see him running around in the backfield. He's going to have to hope to make that tackle, but 4th and about 4. York gets the snap. Freeman's gonna roll out. Falcons bring pressure. Freeman escapes from one. He turns it upfield to the near side. No flag, comes out on the hold, and Freeman gets all the way inside the 20 before he was chased out. You can see Peyton was really looking for one as Freeman put on the brakes and cut it inside. It was Dub Williams who stopped him. I wasn't able to see what Peyton was complaining about, but he really wanted the flag as his shoulder pad's still out.
Have they thrown very many flags against them?
No.
Okay.
1st and 10 from the 15. Big 4th down conversion from York. 3rd time in the AC Flora's red zone. We'll see if York can find pay dirt this time. Hand off to the right side, outside zone, trying to pick his way forward is Sanders, but he gets a minimal gain, wrapped up and swung away in the out of play territory.
So you're confirming plot armor.
You can take it as you wish.
Okay.
So 2nd and 7 now for York. Just over 2:30 to go here in the third. 6-0 lead for Flora, dating all the way back before halftime. Freeman, low snap, he does corral, and he'll keep it himself, cuts it up the field, he's got to the 5, and he'll go all the way to the end zone. However, flag comes back inside the 15.
Wow, they threw a flag.
It looked like Isaiah Watson was saying thank you. Hold on the offense, and it will bring it all the way back. Couldn't tell who it was against, Jeff, but a couple of Cougars were a little upset with the flag that was thrown. It was actually thrown by the center field official in the back end.
Yeah.
Came from a long ways away. But this time, a holding call after the holding on 4th down was not called against Peyton Bishop after he wanted one. That one that I didn't see either of them, to be honest, but that one was called, bringing York back outside the red zone on the 22. It'll be 2nd and 17. And a flag will fly this time. Looks like some movement up top from the receivers. We saw Kai Davis kick a couple steps in the first half. This time, it's the trips up top, and so York goes from scoring a touchdown to now being outside the 25. We've seen penalties really kind of drive both these teams out of scoring opportunities this game. We saw with South Point a lot last week. This time it's pretty split between both. So 2nd in a country mile, 22 to be exact. Freeman will just drop back. He'll look to spin it deep. Has protection, throws it over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's caught and score. Tamir Thrower was able to split the zone defense. And penalties do not matter. Freeman delivers, hits 6 all. So this is a crucial extra point for York. Ryan Brochu will be on to kick it. Or no, he'll be the holder. Zan Walden will be the kicker. Again, York trying to take their first lead of the game as the 3rd quarter starts to wind down. Good snap, good hold. Extra point is blocked. The Falcons keep this game tied. And this game continues to roller coaster all the way around. 2 blocked PATs. How about that? Or no, a blocked PAT, a blocked field goal, and a PAT off the upright. What is going on? Goodness.
Oh yeah, we had a blocked field goal, right? Or we had our field goal.
We had our
blocked.
field goal blocked.
Yeah.
Our extra point was off the upright, and then that extra point was blocked. So kickers are not having their way today. Pat McAfee would not be thrilled with the performance on the field. Of course, my favorite Pat McAfee post is, look at the punter, look at the kicker, look at how good they are. And trust me, Grant Hill has provided some of those moments this year with his onside kicking abilities.
Yeah.
We'll see if he tries to bring out some theatrics late in this one. But all of a sudden, 6-all, a game that has been defensive oriented, has now come back to both sides. Restart. AC Flora gets the opening kickoff. However, you only have 14 minutes to play. Jeff, when was the last time AC Flora was in an overtime game, I might add?
Yeah.
That's a question that McGrady Production could answer. Because I don't know. I didn't keep that one on my score sheet. I've kept the
I don't remember.
I've kept the shutout on my sheet, but I've never kept the overtime. I don't remember the last time we were close. Maybe my first year when we played, I think it was Westwood at home.
Yeah, I mean, my knowledge dates from like drafts on.
So
calling drafts, so
we'll
no.
see if McGrady Production come through and help us out. Kick is booted deep from Walling. Yazel Benag, he'll let this one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Well, York, a holding call and a false start. Put him 2nd and 22. Did not matter. Tamir Thrower over the middle from Freeman. They tie the game after the blocked extra point. Well, how does AC Flora respond? Their only drive here in the second half had some wheels, and again, they got chopped off after a couple penalties threw them back. Roper-Wenski needs his offensive line to hold up. And we'll see how it goes. Looks like Brett Epps back in there at center, Jeff.
Huh?
Brett Epps was the left guard so far. It was actually Prince King the center. They switched positions. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle to Simmons. Tries to pick his way forward. He tries to squirm out of a tackle, but he cannot. The linebacker on the stop, hauling. Or Hughes, excuse me, whatever that. Pickup of 1 for Simmons, and those holes were open earlier today. York defense tightening up here against the Falcons. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, 6-all. Cade Snyder, the tight end, in along with Spinney. York again brings 5 to the line. Play action, quick play to the near side. It's Davis. Tries to get outside the 25, cuts it back in, gets a face mask, a boot, and he will get shoved out of bounds. No late hit, but it'll be a free 15 yards as York couldn't bring him down the conventional way. Had to shove him out of bounds, grab his face mask, and he still gets near the sticks.
Yes, BM. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.
I mean, we are open to suggestions. Unfortunately, I'm sure it's more fun for everyone listening at home, but my usual play calling style is out the door. I can barely see the numbers on this cold, rainy night with no monitor. We can debate whose fault that is, but probably mine.
Yeah.
I'll take responsibility here and there. So a face mask, another 15-yard penalty this time in favor of the Falcons, sets them up near midfield. They'll go all the way to the 44.
Oh, wait.
Well, this is what we have to do, Jeff. May or not pass to the line.
That was too long to
Man
read.
up the middle to Simmons, tries to fight forward, shoulders a man, and he'll get right at midfield, falling forward. A nice hard run from Simmons, 6-yard carry.
Okay, so Mike Davis went to Columbia High.
Sure, I knew that. Definitely.
I didn't know that. Scored a game-winning OT TD against Flora in 2003.
I'm not looking it up. Don't worry. We're gonna max preps this thing until we can.
You're going back through Max Preps. I don't think Max Preps goes to 2003 though.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it's hopefully be
Oh, you see how far that
2003.
went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Minimal carry on the play. It'll be 3rd and medium.
the leader in the clubhouse right now is 2003.
2003 is the leader. It's before 2017. I'll tell you that. We're going back all the way. Because Max Preps does tell you it's overtime or not. I don't have to like look into that.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but all right, we have our winner.
Oh yeah.
Game number 1 of 2015 against Clinton, lost by a point in OT. And looks
down.
like a free 5 yards for AC Flora.
So what would you say? 2000.
2015 against
2015
Clinton, lost by a
against
point,
Clinton.
30 to
Jeez.
29.
Mike Davis scoring a touchdown is a better story though.
It is a cooler story. Unfortunately for me, I was 1 year old to see that.
Yeah, you were.
I was 1.5. I was born in January of 2002, so
You were 18 months.
yeah, something like that. 1st and 10 for the Falcons in York territory for the first time this half. In the gun, Wenski low snap collects, rolls out to the right. He'll pump fake, now go to the flat. He's got his big tight end in the flat. Snyder powering forward past the 40 before he stumbles near the 38. I believe that's the first ball caught by Cade Snyder this season.
First varsity catch, I believe.
Yes, Cade was in my
Well, he didn't catch anything last year, right?
no, Cade was in my
It's JV last
tight
year.
end, but
Yeah.
he's been in and out just because of, he hasn't got a catch, and he's more of a blocking tight end. Timeout called from York there. End of the quarter.
Oh man.
That was a quick quarter. Well, kind of. It felt like a lot of game didn't happen, but it felt like it did drag on for a little longer.
Yeah.
All right, tied ball game going to the 4th. First time this season we've had a 4th quarter game. Last week, South Point had
No, yeah.
led by multiple scores going to the 4th quarter. Every other game, it's been Flora leading by multiple scores. So 6-6 ball game. Falcons will be at home next week. They play Lancaster as they wind down the back half of their season. York will get their bye week next week before they host South Point.
Lancaster, City of Red Roses.
City of Red Roses. We'll host them next week. Jeff, unfortunately, does not want to return to the City of Red Roses. Has a chance to go call some JV next week, but he said no.
Yeah, I can't make it to Lancaster on a Thursday for a 6 o'clock kickoff.
It seems like a personal problem.
I mean, yeah. I'd have to leave work too early.
Well, you know, that's, again, personal problem for you.
Yeah.
Virginia trying to pull off an upset, up 7 points against Florida State. This would be, you know, we talked about, Jeff, teams that have the claim for the #1 team in the country. I think Florida State is one of those teams, but
Yeah.
you can't lose to Virginia. I like the witching hour. For my Red Zone fans out there, we all know what this is, where losses become wins and wins become losses.
All right.
2nd and 4 for AC Flora. They're on the York 39. Defensive slugfest. We'll see what the Falcons got. Handoff up the middle. It's Quan Williams who takes the carry past the 35, but gets tackled. Hard hit at the 35. Oh my goodness, Sadiq.
A big hit. Got a first down though.
Sadiq Worthy with the Goldberg-esque spear, but a 6-yard carry gets the Falcons the first down. I feel like a very that's for the older generation.
What's that?
Goldberg spear. It wasn't the cleanest spear, you know, it didn't look the most fluid, but I think that was by design, and that one looked like a Goldberg spear, meeting of the minds.
Yeah.
So Quan in there for the first time now. 1st and 10 on the 34. The lead tailback for AC Flora. Play action now, play out to the left side. Cuts back up the field, he's got some space in front of him, and it gets hard hit near the 25. And the Falcons seem like they got some edge right there. There's Azel Banag on the reception. We'll get the ball in space to him, Jeff, and good things happen.
Yeah, especially in his hands.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the Falcons really have that spirit a little bit. You know, it's been a little sluggish with the rainy game, you know. It's been tough moving on both sides of the offense, but now back-to-back plays where the Falcons, because the hard hit from Worthy, the offensive line was pointing first down the whole way, letting them know, and then all of a sudden, another hard hit, but Banag popped up without a screen. 2nd and 1. Wesky dropping back. Rush bearing down, looks to a play to the far side. Incomplete. Great defense. Banag looking for the out route. Couldn't make it work. Looked like it was Zay Renwick in coverage. So 3rd and short, though, for AC Flora. This is 4-down territory for the Falcons. 10:43 to go. For disrupting traffic, 2 tight ends set, 1 either side. Quan on the right hip. 6 to the line come the Cougars. Falcons will hand it off the middle to Quan Williams. He breaks through the hole to the 20 and then gets stood up right at the red zone. 5-yard carry for Quans, but the doctor ordered. First down as Sadiq Worthy laid the leather again. Well, the Falcons march into the red zone. They've had a 90-plus yard drive. This will be 80 if they can complete the play. 20 yards from pay dirt and retaking the lead. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Roper with Quan on his right hip. Beat in the box for the Cougars. Wensky drops back. He'll get a curl route. Far side has a receiver caught on the comeback route. Looks like Josh Davis gets it near the first down marker. 8-yard comeback route. Lost Kai Davis as Davis was headed into the end zone.
2 yards short? Yeah.
Yes, 8-yard reception. Yeah, great route from Josh. I mean, not all the time you get a player turned around, and that's exactly what he did. 2nd and short here.
Yeah, an opportunity to take a stab here.
I think this is where you go for it, Jeff, and then try to get it on 3rd and short. Instead, they'll hand it off the middle to Quan, who barrels his way forward, sidesteps a man, tries to go toward the 5, but he spun around just shy of it. We'll take it just all the same, 1st and goal. Yeah, I'm a proponent of 2nd and short, take a shot to the end zone.
Yeah.
As long as you're within shotable distance.
This is also a good time to bring in Blake and
I think this is
Jumbo.
We tried that earlier. Of course, the false start killed that drive, but I agree, Jeff. I think this is where you try to bring it out again.
Especially long drive. You know, they've got to be tired.
After York tried to grab the momentum back, AC Flora can take the momentum right back. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be into the end zone for Quan. Yes, it is. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, the first drive belonged to Simmons. That drive belongs to Quan Williams. The Falcons leading tailback, only his second touchdown of the season. After he missed a couple games on the personal foul. That time he finds Pater, and now
See if we can have an extra point completed this
see
game.
if we can have a ball go through the uprights from either kicker. It's a 12-6 ball game. Grant Hill on for the extra point. Roper is holder. Looks like a jump. And Roper now telling Grant to calm down, you're all right. Play clock at 10, snap. Good hold, kick is up. And it is good.
Kind of nice that like with that hard count that I guess they had going, prevents the defense from jumping, from getting a.
It was smart. I liked
jump
it.
on snap. I like that too. All right, let's watch that again if I have that.
It's hard to see from that, all colluded on that side, but much needed. Big statement from the offensive line as well, plowing forward, and Quan able to fight through contact for the tutty.
Nice. Definite fictional lacrosse club.
Hey Jeff, what's the difference fictional lacrosse club?
Yeah,
You know?
so now that you bring it up. Oh wait, I brought it up. Yeah, we do have a lacrosse club team. It's not a Florida team. It's a definite fictional lacrosse club team. I'll maybe be able to coach them because they're sub-varsity. But yeah, it's just an opportunity for 30-plus Flora and Creighton students to get some more experience this fall. And yeah, any contributions that come in my Venmo handle?
How can you help, Jeff?
Yeah, Venmo or Cash App. All right.
Well, Grant will pooch this one to the near side. It's going to be fair caught at the 37. Interesting decision from Grant Hill. I don't know if he was trying to catch the Cougars off guard, but heads up play. It looked like it was Jay Sean Harris rushing, the defensive back, who was the man to fair catch the ball. I guess they did not want a long return to let York retake it, so in comes the Cougar offense.
Let's go ahead and get pressure on the quarterback before we get into the red zone. Or
I would
before
agree.
we regress to the red zone.
So York, they responded to AC Flora, tied the game last drive. Now they find themselves trailing by 7. Quick out route to the near side. It's not complete. Azel Banad closed the distance and knocked it out. Caden Tino, quick curl route to the near side, got 5 yards, and Azel Banag, Keno trying to turn up field. Another great play from him.
Great hands.
And Keno will now step off the field. It'll be 2nd and long. Well, the previously Harvard commit, of course, decommitted, as I said, after last week's game, has offers now from 2 D1 schools, Northwestern and Duke. Freeman looking to the far side, and the flat behind his running back, incomplete. Looking for Sanders out of the backfield, just trying to get anything he could as DJ Johnson and Dub were both in coverage. Falls helplessly to the turf. Well, this is a play, Jeff, that's not 4-down territory. I feel like I've been saying 4th down territory a ton so far in this second half. If the Falcons can get a stop here, I don't think York's going to go.
That false start on the kicker.
Almost. 3rd and 10. Freeman rolling out to the right, looking for a play past the sticks, and it is caught. His main target so far tonight has been thrower. A 12-yard completion for the first down. Well, Tamir Thrower came in under 100 yards in the season, only 79. He's definitely over 50 today. I don't exactly have the stats. Again, the rain's not doing me any favors. So right at midfield, York moves the chains, 1st down. Having to run Sanders off the field. Can't snap it till he's there. And now Freeman lets him go. Senior quarterback, he'll hand it off. Now cutting it back up the field, that is TC Douglas, who fights forward for a couple yards, gets knocked down at the 47. We'll see how long York takes. They have now under 9 minutes to go here in this game, trailing by 7, 13-6, and the question becomes, we'll get closer to it, but if York does find a way to get in the end zone, which hopefully pick 6 here, but what do they do? You go for 2 to try to win it. 2nd and 6. Freeman, he'll get blitzed off the far side, try to keep himself on the read option. He breaks one tackle, but cannot break another. The Falcons corral him, and Williams shoves him back. Freeman Went down to the turf. No flag comes out on the play. It was a great play from Freeman, I thought, Jeff. He looked like he was able to find a way to wiggle out of one tackle, but that's when the cast of Falcons came upon him and pushed him back.
Yeah, that would have been a bad late hit or whatever call. The problem is he was going back, but the whistles didn't come in until like right before the quarterback got pushed down.
Well, second straight time now, 3rd and 10. Set it down, slow snap. Falcons only rush 4, gives Freeman time. Long throw down the left sideline, and incomplete. Looking for the tight end, Bratton. Has Elbenag in coverage. Not an ideal play to go after. But it brings up 4th down, and this will bring the punting unit out, Zan Walling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I guess timeouts, or they have timeouts. So.
You have timeouts, you right at midfield. It's kind of at the edge of no man's land. It feels like this is a smart play to punt it away, Jeff, at least in my eyes.
Yeah.
Gonna be Benag and Batet. Been a quiet game for the Dartmouth commit today. He's back at his own 10. Benag back in just inside his own 20. Falcons in a shell defense, making sure no fakes are thrown against them like last week when the Falcons put a fake against South Point. End over end kick. Batet comes up. Benag lets it bounce, and it will go into the end zone as Benag smartly kind of going back with it, making sure it does find its way to the Y of York before the Cougars can come and down it. Well, the defense does their job, Jeff. Now the offense has one more job to do. Let's go down and get points or waste away the clock.
Just get first downs.
And make our drive 20 minutes shorter. At least, theoretically. In actuality, it's the same amount of time, but
I think it's actually different. I think that's how physics works.
Even though we're going to stop
Yeah,
on the way home?
after a win.
Well,
well, basically, it's like we get a free stop.
Well, because I made our drive up here a lot longer. There's a new McDonald's thing. Jeff and I are pretty much our go-to stops McDonald's, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a Big Mac, usual, nothing too crazy. And I was like, the new chicken sandwich, it's like the gold sauce. All right, we'll give it a shot. Looked pretty good on the advertising, and Jeff has to memorize it for me so we can say my order.
And just so you know, if you guys want to go to McDonald's and get this, all right, so it's called the Bacon Special Edition Gold Deluxe McCrispy. The reason I know that is because Alex said he wanted one, so I took a picture of the menu so I would know what to say.
I told him to say the new chicken sandwich, and he's like, no,
Yeah.
he's like, and they still got it wrong, by the way. They put the wrong thing in.
But just, yeah. So they dropped a McChicken, which is like a big chicken nugget. But
Basically.
what you guys want to make sure you know ahead of time before you order the, hold on, Bacon Special Edition Gold Deluxe McCrispy is that it takes 7 minutes for the McCrispy to crisp.
I think it took 10, actually. It was a while.
It felt like a long time. Well, that was the problem is they dropped the McChicken for a few minutes, and then we're like,
well, then
wait, that's
go to the
wrong
third
one.
window, which was labeled as number 2.
I know, that was
yeah, they said go to the third
crazy.
window, and we're like, there's a 2. They're like, the number 2, and we're like, well, I should say number 2.
Hey, this guy has a Flora shirt. Let's mess with him.
I think so. And Jeff and I are conflicting shirts. Jeff has the Flora blue. I have the Flora red.
Yeah.
1st and 10 on our own 20 for the Falcons. Simmons in the backfield. He'll get the handoff running left. Now trying to cut it back upfield, and he looked like he had some grass, but he gets tripped up right near the dark green grass.
Yeah, next time we go to McDonald's in York, we're going monochromatic.
Correct. We're just going to go. Well, don't worry. If anyone was wondering, I did figure out Coach Floyd's go-to McDonald's meal. It's a 20-piece.
Yeah.
Because I told him I usually talk to him a little before, he heads back to the locker room, but they were about to head back before I was able to catch up with them. And I said, sorry. He said, tighten up, man. I said, well, look, I tried something new at McDonald's. He said, look, man, 20-piece nugget meal never gets you wrong. And I'm like, next time, 20-piece nugget meal.
So Flora students listening in, make sure on
Good run next outside to Simmons. He gets knocked down near the 35, but the Falcons' offensive line starting to impose their will in the run game.
Yeah, make sure you next Teacher Appreciation Day that you hook Coach Floyd up with a 20-piece chicken nugget. He'll have like 200 chicken nuggets.
Coach Floyd's gonna curse me under his breath one day. How'd you know I like chicken nugget? Well, I heard on the stream, Alex, that you like chicken nuggets, and I was like, well, I did my job, sir. Not my fault that the kids listened into the stream. Yep. But I guess.
Did he say what sauces he likes?
No, I didn't.
Like was it the hot mustard?
Honey mustard.
No,
hot honey mustard.
No, not honey. I think it's just hot mustard.
I thought it was hot honey mustard.
Nah, look
Oh,
it
well.
up. They do have a honey mustard, but that's not the one.
I know what you're talking about. I like that one too. Up the middle, picking his way forward past the 40, spinning down at the 41. Another good carry from Simmons. He's got to be near 100 yards, Jeff. Unfortunately, again, with the rain, my sheets are... I have the rosters in front of me, and I haven't touched them because they're taped down, and if I touch them, they're going to fall apart with how much water's on them. Under 6 minutes to go, by the way.
In about 2 months, I'm going to look up my photos on my phone and be like, why do I have this picture of a
I did a lot.
special edition gold?
Working at Publix, I did that a lot because I had to take a picture of like signs for people who are like, I thought it was that price. I'm like, it could be. I don't know. I don't know the price off the top of our head. Roper hands off. Now cutting up the field looks like Gary, I believe, getting a carry, and he gets a couple, but a flag flies late.
Ooh. I hope it's against them.
I really do. Charlie's pointing towards the York side, though.
There we go. Hot mustard. See?
Hot mustard. Yeah.
Look,
Well,
look. I got pictures.
it is going to be
I
on
got
York.
picture proof. I should put it on the stream.
Personal foul against the Cougars, and that's really untimely. It would have brought up third and manageable for Flora, but third and a spot where Flora would have to punt away if they didn't get it. Now instead this moves into Cougar territory.
I think it was very timely.
For us, not for them.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct. I'm a Flora fan, but I have to be somewhat neutral when I call.
No, you don't.
I said somewhat. I said untimely for the Cougars, not untimely for the Falcons. Jeez, I do my job.
I do like the monochromatic look, though. Especially
the all
the-
black's been cool today.
Yeah,
So it's a good uniform.
it's smooth. I kind of wish we had the white pants on. Although I like this look, too, with the gray.
It looks good. Play clock running inside 15. What's the game clock? Now under 5 minutes. AC Florida does not have to snap this until around the 5:55 mark. Or the 4:55. Well, they'll snap it at 4:49, and now a run out to the right side. He may be gone. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Simmons finds pay dirt. A 42-yard strike from the LR transfer. And that may...
And no plot armor on the field. Let's go.
No plot armor on the field, and that may be a dagger. York ties this one going into the fourth quarter. The Falcons have now put up 13 unanswered, looking to make it 14 with an extra point from Grant Hill. Currently 19-6. And the offensive line doing wonders. Good snap, good hold. Extra point is low, but it does find the uprights. Grant Hill puts the Falcons up 20-6 with 4:46 left to play.
I feel much better.
I doubt that is a big, big score. Usually, you know, when you go up 2 scores, when they've only scored 1 time this game, you feel a lot safer.
Yes.
In the fourth quarter, I might add. If it's in the first quarter, you still don't feel as safe.
Yeah. Try not to think about South Point. Let me add that point to. Oh wait, I have a replay to watch. And this is a good one. That was a 40-plus yard. I didn't even realize he.
I said
went that
42
far.
or 43,
Yeah, no,
whatever it was.
I'm sure you did. I don't listen to you. I'm just kidding.
Just gonna go away now. Been fun, guys.
All your words go straight into my ears.
I know. You still find a way to tune me out. It's actually really impressive.
That's really amazing.
I'm impressed. All right, Jeff. We know it'd be kind of cruel here. If
Wait.
Grant
What'd you say?
If Grant puts it between the up men.
Oh man, just kick it deep. They're on the 19.
They'll pooch kick it up to the 30. Taking it at the 25. Near side trying to find grass in front of him, but he's turned around and dropped. It was the running back Mitchell who tried to keep his balance, but they do blow it dead at the 38.
Yeah, I think I need to switch to the lens on my scoreboard camera. Because we're like too far away. There's some stadiums where we're too far away. I need
This
to
is
put a
one of
zoom
them.
on it.
Yeah. It's just because how the you kind of can see on the stream, but how of course there's the track in front of the field, which
Yeah.
is always adds extra length between us and the field. But then the stands are built 3 levels,
Yeah,
which is I've never seen before. Near pass to Freeman, batted down to the line of scrimmage and will fall to the turf.
Yeah, it's interesting. We're not high,
No.
but we are a little far away from. Zoom out.
Yeah, this is the farthest I've been away from a field. You know, we were high at Greenwood, but we weren't far. We're far, I feel like, here. But the acoustics are fun just because of how things work. I will say, I didn't know our band. I haven't seen our band in the second half. They might have taken an early route home with the rain. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Second and long. Freeman going to uncork one deep to the near side. Incomplete. Katie Daniels.
Did he?
No, we're going to say
Wait.
no.
And so definitely separated, but then it looked like it landed on him.
Yeah, well.
I don't. It's tough to.
Well, it goes back to my
I don't know.
on baseball. I say this all the time, and I'll say it on football. I go by of what the player who is the questionable call is against, if he's arguing or not. He didn't really make his case to the officials as much as you think he would if he caught it. Because that's a big catch, he makes it. 3rd and 10. Not saying if he caught it or not. Well, you can.
Yeah. Well, he might not even know.
Katie
if it hit
Daniels
the
off the
ground.
edge, coming to Freeman. He whips him around and drops him down. They blow it dead. Katie Daniels off the edge, a big-time loss. Wow. 10-yard sack, and York has no choice but to punt this one away.
Nice job, Katie.
Katie Daniels makes a play, and that may seal this one up. The Falcons were in a dogfight with the Cougars for 3 quarters and have now pulled away 20-6. Under 4 minutes to go, and the punt team comes out for York.
I wouldn't even have anyone back on this one if I were Flora.
No, well, considering the first down is only 10 yards from where our punt team is, I don't hate it. Walling puts a flutterer right around midfield and actually kicks back into York territory. Flag comes out. Not sure what that one's going to be against, as everyone was downfield.
Yeah, see, like, the thing is, I mean, if you're not going to return it, then you shouldn't have anyone dropping back to block.
Well, I think it was more of, that was Walling's worst kick by a while today, so
Yeah.
I think they were expecting him to put it a little deeper. You gotta remember, he put it in the end zone from the 50 last time, so
Yeah.
I think theoretically they,
But, like, like, if you're not going to return it, there's no reward to
well, I'm saying
going
they
back.
thought they would have a chance to return it. If he usually kicks it deeper, but
We
since
returned, like, 1 punt this year.
I'm just saying. I don't.
We don't try to catch it.
He's a good punter, so
No, I know, I
if it is
understand.
kicked deep,
Yeah.
like I think he would have returned his last 2 if he could put him in the end zone. Is kind of my point.
Yeah.
Like when you're on your own side of the field and you have the whole field to work with, I don't hate putting a 2 deep men back.
All right, first down.
Either way, we're winning in
3.5 minutes?
3.5
All right.
minutes. Yeah.
Man.
You get to listen to me live, Jeff and Alex fight.
Start thinking about what to get at QT.
Correct. And there's a flag on the field as well. It looks like it's going to be in favor of the Falcons.
Unsportsmanlike, I guess.
I would have to assume so. Wow. Yeah,
Whoa.
there.
Is it 2 of them?
No, I think.
Oh, that was the wrong. I thought he had the ball.
No,
The
say no,
judge
no,
that
no.
was going deep.
Well, no, I thought he did too, but I thought they were going to make him re-kick it. That's what I thought we were going to make him do. Because if some personal fouls, you have the option to make him re-kick it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why we would have. So we'll get the ball now just outside the 30.
Let's go ahead and score again. Then we don't have to remember that it was 6-6
Correct.
in the 4th quarter.
Makes it look a lot better. Handoff up the middle to Gary, who fights his way forward, breaking the arm tackles, gets drilled and keeps his balance, still driving forward to the 25.
Nice
Hard
run.
nose run from Trayvon Gary.
Six yards on that?
Or is that Gary?
Oh, wait.
No, that's not Gary. Is that Braden Williams in? 24?
20 piece.
24 Braden Williams? Oh.
We're grading predictions. Oh, yeah. There's a 20 piece because we scored 20.
Oh, nice. There you go, Coach Floyd. That's what you meant, right? Second and short. I think it's Braden Williams, Jeff. More of a
Okay.
defensive player, but that's not Gary.
It's not Braden Williams. It's the dude from Dreer.
Oh, you're right. We had a transfer that I didn't
yeah.
put on because he's
'Cause
on
he didn't play yesterday.
Not on the roster though.
Braden played yesterday.
Okay. So he changed his number because that's who I have in 24 is my number. I'll have to check the number.
It's
You texted me last week.
Did I text you his name?
Yes.
I can't remember. It, so.
You should have. Because you said that's the kid from Dreer we got. I'm like, okay.
Because I went back and watched the JV game because he had a really good game against us last year.
Darius Moten.
Yeah, there you go, Moten.
Yeah, Darius Moten. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Nobody's allowed to go onto the field. Nobody
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, Moten had a really awesome game against us at Greer last year in JV.
Nice.
It was one that I can't remember what I was doing because I set Austin up. Austin did the streaming. I wonder where I was. Actually, it may have been like the like either Creighton volleyball. Nah, I don't know. Maybe I was actually working.
Well, potentially.
Yeah. Couldn't have done anything.
Either way, 1st and 10 from the 15. Looks like Moten will stay in there. Gotta add a new player to my depth chart, Jeff.
All right.
Always a fun one. Roper takes the play action over the middle. They got the tight end wide open in the end zone. Touchdown. Looks like Mac Huey was in tight. Looked like a tight end, but that is actually Mac Huey. His first touchdown on varsity. And his first touchdown of the season to boot. Couldn't tell if it was Snyder or Huey, but Huey snuck
I think it's
out.
Huey.
I think it was Huey too. It looked more like Huey. Ogden's up 26-6. Cap it off with one more extra point. Good snap, good hold, and it is good through.
No flag for running into the kicker.
I guess not. That should wrap up this one nicely.
All right. All right. Now it looks better. 27-6.
So for those at home listening, one of my good friends is an Ohio State fan, but he's dating a flight
No,
attendant.
we've had enough Ohio State.
No, this is actually kind of cool if you listen for longer than 5 seconds. So he's dating a flight attendant. Guess where she got him a ticket to? Seattle. We're
Seattle.
playing Washington this week.
Oh, see, this is an Ohio State story.
No, we got a freaking plane ticket to Seattle.
His girlfriend.
He's a flight
Got him-
attendant. Yes, and
Oh,
he got him
she's a flight
She's a flight
attendant.
attendant, and
Oh, man.
and she got him on a plane to Seattle. You know when this formulated? 3 days ago. Not even. That's
Wow.
the bore of the story. Goodness gracious, I'm getting accused over here of trying to spout my Ohio State propaganda. When I'm just talking about my friend has a plane ticket to Seattle. Sorry, he's just texting me about it. I'm like, you jerk. I wish I was there.
You should have been like, sorry. Sorry, your team sucks. No, just
My team too, I guess. I mean, geez.
sorry, our teams suck.
Our team.
Ohio State's the team that's 0-2 against South Carolina in postseason games.
Jeez. I can't bring up anything about. I'm
No,
not even trying to bring
you
up
can
Ohio
bring them up all the time.
I'm gonna bring up Ohio. I'm bringing up my friend. Pooch kicked this one.
One of my favorite
It's in a
football
bounce, and
players
they
of all
will
time.
take it in. Yeah?
One of my favorite football players of all time is from Ohio.
Yeah?
Ryan Brewer.
Yeah?
Beat Ohio State twice in the Outback Bowl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First and 10.
Mr. Ohio didn't get recruited by Ohio State. Take that, Ohio State. 0-2.
It'll be the backup Ryan Brochu in here for potentially the last York drive of the game. The senior Freeman. Looks like he had a chance to pull off what would have been his signature upset of his York career. Instead, went in the way of the AC Flora Falcons as the defense hunkered down toward the end. Before we get there, play is blown dead.
We can tell it. All right, I'm gonna see if I can try to find a picture of the
winged
Michigan
helmets?
Winged helmets.
No one needs to
We're
bring,
Falcons.
no one needs to bring back those winged helmets. Those are disgusting helmets.
And by the way, you never used the
Brochu stepping up underneath a hot shot. Throw behind is running back Mitchell, incomplete.
you never said cast the Falcons.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, you just missed it.
Oh man. See, I figured I would miss it.
I said it on a on one of the stop after Freeman tried to tuck the ball and run after a big play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was
I
it
said,
exciting?
I said he spun into a cast of Falcons.
Oh, man. See, I told you I didn't listen.
I know. But you listen. But every time I bring up how my friend is playing in Seattle, I get accused for bringing up Ohio State propaganda.
We already talked about that.
I'm just letting you know that your double-edged sword is gonna hit you both ways.
Yeah. Did you know that Lenore Sellers was featured on Definite Fiction?
I did. I'm real upset about that. I didn't meet you about a year earlier. That'd
Yeah.
been kind of cool to call or see. Fortunately, part of the game. I wouldn't like the outcome of the game, but I would have liked seeing Lenore Sellers on Definite Fiction. Second and 10 for Brochu. Looks like Peyton slips, or Nasir slips and Peyton Bishop hits home. Excuse me. Peyton's usually near side for me, but this time it was Walker and Peyton Bishop hits home on the far side.
All right.
Well, PB's
This
been
week's thumbnail?
Yeah, PB's been everywhere. That was 4th sack of the season. Whereas the young junior is starting to accumulate offers, and he may not be stopping anytime soon.
It's
Cabinets in the game near side of the DB.
3rd and
On Lancaster Mile.
well, I was gonna say
DN's collapse yet again, and this time it's Nasir Walker who will get home. Peyton Bishop helps clean it up. And the Flora Edges coming alive now, Jeff.
I was gonna say it's now 4th and City of Red Roses to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's at this point. It
about
was a
that
Lancaster
direction.
Mile, now it's a City of Red Roses.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what York does. Well, 1:12 left to go in this game. We'll keep the offense on the field this time. Peyton Bishop, Nasir Walker. Back-to-back sacks for Walker. I believe he already has 1 today, so that is what will be his 6th sack of the season. Brochu gets the snap, dropping back. He'll look for a screenplay, tries to use the aggressiveness against Flora. Long way to go for Mitchell, who sidesteps a man. He's got some space on the far side. He's got 1 man to beat, and he will outrun Daniels. Wow, Mitchell with the speed gets all the way to midfield. Flag comes in late. As it stands right now, a first down for Lancaster. Or not Lancaster, York. Lancaster's next week on a tunnel screen route. The Falcons weren't unprepared for that, but they weren't prepared for that, if that makes sense. You know, they weren't blitzing, so it wasn't like they were really getting their momentum used against them, but it was Mitchell really able to outrun everybody. There will be a penalty going against the Falcons, it looks like, so moving York closer to the end zone with 34 seconds left. Well, again, York will have a bye week next week before returning to action against South Point. The Falcons will welcome in Lancaster at the Memorial. Let's see what we can do. 1st and 10. Brochu throws out wide. Plays blown dead before it gets going, though. Another pre-snap flag. It was blown dead before the ball released out of his hands, so they tried to blow it dead. And seems like that's not going to be really what Dean Boyd wanted to hear. The Winthrop graduate who's won 2 state championships back at Marlboro in '98 and 2001.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at York, he's 31 and 36. He will now drop to 31 and 37. Falcons will improve now to 5 and 1. There we go, Alex. York will fall to 2-4. 1st and 10, 45, Brochu. That counter play, Mitchell tries to run it to the far side, but he can't get anywhere, wrapped up behind the line, and the cast of Falcons help bring him to the turf. Well, not to the turf technically, but blew it dead. He blew it dead. All that matters.
Timeout, York.
I guess York wants to run their second string and see what the offense has to work with. They use their first timeout here in the second half with 26 seconds left to go.
A reminder once again that nobody is allowed on the field at the completion of the game.
Kind of makes me want to go out on the field.
I know, you can't keep saying that. You're like, it's like flashing, you know, like a shiny coin in front of me, and you're like, I want me.
Wasn't even thinking about doing it. No,
You know,
no,
like
that's all I think about.
Like a cat with a laser. Oh, you want the laser? Yes, I want it. No laser? I don't care about the laser. But when I see the dot, I want the dot.
Ah,
My roommates have 2 cats, and one is absolutely insane.
yeah.
I mean, he's the most. I've never seen a cat more energetic than he is. He is very jerky. His head just whips around, and I walk up to him, and he'll just sprint away around the room for about you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he was fun.
See some pressure on the quarterback again.
I'd like another sack here.
Yeah.
After the 4th down screen conversion. It'll be 2nd and 10 for York. Roshu gets the snap. He'll scramble out to the right, but he gets dropped. This time it's Isaiah Watson who sacks him.
Wait, or was it?
I think Watson got him to the ground, and then Bishop helped clean it up.
Okay.
I believe it was Watson who got the feet, and then it looked like Bishop. Timeout, York. They're 2nd and a half. You can quote me.
Yeah, no, see. Yeah.
That's your final timeout.
Let's rewatch.
It looked like Watson. You can see 30 right there. Yep. Peyton was going to get him if Watson didn't shoestring tackle him.
Yeah,
But
I don't.
now they can go yell at each other and be like, "You took my sack from me." Yeah, that's Isaiah's first sack of the season. He will gladly take that one.
Was it third and 19?
3rd and just a mile, not a Lancaster mile or
No.
City of Red Roses. So York will need the Falcon 35. They're backed up on their own 46. 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and 19. Vershew gets pressure. He'll launch this one deep down the right sideline, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted.
The heck?
Pass
Huh?
rush, Roshu falls incomplete.
Brings up 4th down with 14 seconds left to go. Yes? Oh, your screen's cut off, Jeff. Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
that's just how it works, unfortunately, when you zoom in.
Yeah.
So with just under 15 seconds to go, York will have one final play of this game, potentially, two, if they can get a first down here like they did last time. Looks like they'll keep the offense on the field for one last time, potentially. And the Falcons will make the long trek home before a great day of football tomorrow. They can start preparing for the Bruins of Lancaster. Roshu will drop back. He'll throw one deep to the right side. The out route's way too hot to handle. High and away for Carter Ferris. And that will wrap this game up. They'll run this one to the end, and the Falcons will take a 27-6 victory over the Cougars. A game that was close going in to the half and into the 4th quarter. Turned into a Falcon blowout at the end. It was all AC Flora. The offensive line found their footing, and the run game really took hold.
Yeah, we should do the game plan for the 4th quarter. We should do that in the 1st quarter.
Just
I would do
win?
that. Yeah,
I mean, that's the whole plan, right?
get after them and be aggressive on offense.
Well, you know, a game, well, Coach Floyd told me it wasn't his best week of preparation he's ever had as a head coach. The Falcons do find a way to win in a gritty game between two teams that defenses showed out. Offenses were slow with the rain and the mugginess, but all of a sudden, the Falcons came alive on the ground, were able to knock off York and improve to 5-1 again. York falls to 2-4. And the Falcons will knock out one of their Achilles heels as the Cougars will not get one over on AC Flora this time.
All right.
Long drive home, Jeff.
Yeah, and then next week, Wednesday, I'll stream Creighton. I think they're at Bolden against Perry, maybe. But they're somewhere.
They're somewhere in the
on
state of
Wednesday.
South Carolina.
I think at Bolden against Perry. And then won't be doing the JV game at Lancaster, but Alex and I will be at Memorial on Friday for Lancaster at Flora.
Hopefully a little less rainy and a little more prepared for myself.
Yeah. It'd be good. It'd be
We'll be
fun.
fine. And Raiders are about to leave. Jet, guess what picks up?
All right.
The
Yeah.
rain.
Let's get going.
Let's get going.
All right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.